an auto start. I really should. I think there is a way to make it automatically start like that. I just haven't set that shit up. Ice Dragon, it'd be nice. Dragon these subs across your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, I feel like just... is this cyberbullying? I don't want it to be. Like, but like, it's just, you know. I was immediately reminded of Christopher Genius. That's him. I was immediately reminded of one of the greatest Granblue tweets to ever drop. All right, let's let me get this shit demonetized real quick because he's using the song from Ocean's 11. But yeah, Ice Dragon being in this turn. I think this is the same Ice Dragon, by the way. Right? I think that's. I mean, we're gonna see. I don't know if maybe it's two separate Ice Dragons, but like, it's a small community, man. I think this is the same guy. New world record on Ice Dragon Rage Quit Speedrun. Ladiva %. Let's go. This is an amazing tweet by Gamma, by the way. This shit obviously blew up, right? It looks really like this is old too. This is like dead ass a year and a half ago now. God damn. He's just wow, that's one of the reasons I was so like I double checked multiple times to be like, am I doing a thing again where I watched something from 2 years ago? But no, this happened last Sunday. Like I'm pretty sure, right? If we frivolly bullying Ice Dragon, hello there, hello Agux. But yeah, it's just like if you don't know, Rising started in 2024. That's right. If you don't know, well, technically Rising started in 2023. Like December, the beta was like fall winter 2023, and the game itself actually came out on like late December, right? But yeah. So if you don't know the history, Ice Dragon is a very well-known rage quitter, or at least was back in the day. Just a guy who would be on like high master queue and just wouldn't really finish games and stuff like that. And this is Gabba. Shout out Gabagool, obviously, the goats. Let me try and keep this volume a little bit low, I guess, so I don't just get immediately... it's probably fine. Who cares, man? Who cares? You know what? The music makes it better. You can... I'll cut it out of the VOD later. But yeah. This is, that's Ice Dragon. I think this is the same guy. And, dude, I love that Gabba's got the fucking live split here. Neutral skip punished. Oh my god, 93 seconds. That's a PB for sure. Command grab reset before sub 5. Holy shit. Right? Get brave counters before we learned how to bait brave counters. Don't worry about it. Hit him with the guard button. SPD him on the offenses before they even buffed Ladiva SPD to be 5 frames. What a time to be alive. DP remembers the second part's an overhead and it's sub 20. Actual world record pace, man. Isn't that crazy? They said sub 20 was impossible, but get pwned. Can you tell the Gabba's like fucking 35 or something? Oh my god. They said sub 20 was impossible, but all it took was a guy with the grind set of Gabagool. But anyway, elite numbers. Where the fuck? Summoning Salt, where the fuck are you, man? You're covering shit nobody cares about. Covered Gabagool's legendary Ice Dragon Rage Quit speedrun. But yeah, basically, I was just looking to see if any interesting tournaments happened last weekend, because Sunday, obviously, I was preoccupied with my brother, and I saw that this happened, and then I also saw that Ice Dragon was in top 8, and it just caught my eye, I guess. Like, is it crazy to say that I want to watch this? Not like, you know, Zane, Chris G, Slamunga, like lots of good players, but like I want to watch Ice Dragon. Like I was like, okay, I gotta see what Ice Dragon did. I don't know if he makes it past Chris G. I would imagine no, but I still want to see. Does he get through the set? Maybe. It's like the 13-0 moment for Granblue. Like I literally. Ice Dragon, he could be a teenager for all I don't know, right? I have no issues. I have nothing personal against the guy, girl, Zemper, whoever they are. But they are just a very. It's like Escoof, you know. Do I approve of what Escoof does in the guest book? No, but like I don't necessarily think they need to be like shot in the head. I don't approve of Ice Dragon's on cue behavior. It just makes them. It just makes them like notable. That their name stood out to me here more than Zane's, which that's an accomplishment, man. That's a fucking accomplishment. Zane's kind of the GOAT. To be fair, I'd be mad impressed if Bro's about to lose and threw the smoke bomb and disappeared from the venue entirely. Yeah. Brought to you in part by the U.S. Army. What the? This is in Vegas. Yeah, that is. You know what? That is crazy, huh? I did not notice this. Brought to you in part by the U.S. Army. What the fuck is Nacon too? Blacklight. I will say a lot of these sound like they have sent perhaps a Predator missile to somewhere with a lot of brown people. I don't know what, like, maybe I'm wrong, but it's not just the U.S. Army here that I look at this and I go a little, But yeah, oh well, Vegas. It's you know, we can do a little bit of we can engage in a little bit of U.S. Army propaganda. We can watch Top Gun Maverick if it means we get to see Ice Dragon Rage Quit live from a venue. My guess would be that he's not going to do that. By the way, my guess would be that
way too big. No one's gonna see
the set completes,
you know
right? But
is these lovely
the Army needs anime boys,
right
perhaps.
Here's our top 8, starting from the
Grand finals get recruitment papers. Yeah, yeah.
Incredibly.
I hate ads. Tosses brick at them. Thank you very much, Basu. Thank you. 18 months, man. Yeah, we're just talking about this. This Gabagool Ice Dragon tweet is. I mean, it's closing on 2 years old, right? It's almost exactly a year and a half old. Whoa, yeah. Tomorrow it's a year and a half old, right?
Sometimes.
4th month versus 10th month, 6 months away. So tomorrow, this tweet's a month and a half old. So.
But
Shit's, you know, you subscribed to me on the day that Gabagool did his Ice Dragon speedrun. You must have been inspired. Oh, he's got the mouse hold? We are going to beat you to death?
Absolutely. But Lil Wayne.
Actually crazy, I've been watching Brick longer than some chatter's been alive. Yeah, man. We do have we do have some zygotes in here. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I mean it. I'm about it.
He's already in a winner's photo. That's nuts.
Yeah, Tux. This is Tux, right? Yeah, yeah. On the Lil Wayne. That sounds right.
To face down someone like Tux. Anyone who made it to this top 8 is no one you could sleep on because anyone
I assume?
can get.
No disrespect to anyone here. I assume Zayn wins this, but we'll see. I saw Ice Dragon. I ran before I didn't even like. I wanted to block the spoilers. I just saw Ice Dragon in top 8 and I sprinted. Run, don't walk to level up Expo in Vegas. 45 days means I've been more consistent attending here than attending work. That is, I mean, to be fair, you only have to be here for like 2.5 to 3 hours every day. And maybe like, maybe it's more fun than work. But I'll take it though. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's a really long fucking streak.
Yeah, these two have a great interaction.
Much appreciated, Marty.
Too.
What's that little logo next to your shit right there? Final Fantasy Fan Fest. Fat Cats Chat. So true, best. So true. I assume this whole thing is first to 3 all the way through, by the way. But we will see. Make sure we get that source quality.
I love it.
Fat cat badge for watching streamers. Because you're fat? Because you're sitting on your ass. Oh, there's the U.S. Army. Oh my god. Oh my god. U.S. Army. Chunk. Chud badge. True. Poggers. Bat chesting. I fucking love the U.S. Army, man. Ow. You understand, guys. Strive was first to 2 all the way till Grands. Oh shit, maybe this will be 2 then.
30 seconds, you're dead.
Glad to see people getting high watch streaks. Your legacy carries on, Callie. What? No. Is your streak still intact? Oh, hold on. I appreciate the commentators getting hype, but also I want to listen. I want to be the primary fucking voice here. Okay, I have an arrogance issue. Have you not met me? To be fair, I got it while in line to pay the electric bill. I was watching a friend stream FanFest. Fair enough. Fair. My streak's intact at 88. My God. No, okay, Zoe, you don't understand. We have to like kiss ass. We have to kiss the ass of the U.S. Army because when inevitably the U.S. falls into like complete and utter civil unrest and the state is openly like the enemy of the even more openly the enemy, like they stop pretending at all and they just start like, all right, martial law, everyone dies now. We need to rely on the U.S. Army to do the shit the Nepalese army did in their revolution and go, all right, man. Like they got to point the guns at the state, okay? There's lots of the machine as a whole might be genuinely horrendous and one of the more evil things on the planet, but it's full of regular people who may at worst be misled, right? What the fuck was that? So yeah, we have to kiss ass to the U.S. Army to prepare for the inevitable toppling of society. Get them on our side, well, on the side of the American populace. Which, listen, that's my side. Those are my fellow humans, even if some of them are maybe have become evil through other influences. Notice no near in top 8. Yeah, it's almost like that character's not very good. It's a great call out, Acid. That's so really makes you think. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Now we're playing the long game, Zoe. We're playing the long game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's everyone else is playing chess. I'm out here playing checkers. You think America's making it to the midterms? That's fucking cute.
There's a good punish from Tux. You do get your crests out, and it ends up not.
Republicans are stupid. They're not that stupid. They know they're gonna get their fucking shit rocked if they make it there.
You know Zane's gonna go for the top.
By the way, Zeth? Probably ZTH, but I'm trying to, like, make it into a whole world. Zeth? 763, thank you for the follow. Please get me out of here. What do you mean? Oh, out of the States. That makes sense. Everyone's playing checkers. I'm playing fucking Connect 4, square up. You're not even playing Connect 4, man. Connect 4 is circles. Yearbooks prepare you for your future as an American puppet state denizen. Praise be to our glorious leader, Netanyahu. Let me say that, but in different words, okay? It's gonna be the exact same meaning, but it's going to be said in different words, so it can be like a better code phrase, so I can infiltrate society and like bring everyone to the Zionist cause. Goku is a bad father. Thoughts?
He's literally being paid for it.
By the way, he's just Tux got one round, and then things have just been going not very well for him. But
There's a way out. There's always a way out. There we go.
square up for tic-tac-toe. I've got the whole flowchart. One of the most solved games. Ragequitter. Yeah, we got Ice Dragon in this bracket. I wonder if he gets all the way through. I wonder if he gets all the way through his game. Honestly, I am curious. If you know, you know. But Ice Dragon is in here.
That's not a bad choice. Pick the god.
Brick, do I dare sign up for Dreamland? I think you should. Kirbio was in my chat yesterday saying, like, are you coming to Dreamland? I should have asked. I was like, is there going to be a special one or something? Because Kirbio doesn't give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? Like, affectionate. So I was like, why is he asking? I wonder if he's, like, planning something special. Wait, where'd all that health come from? Wasn't he on chip? That actually, like, jumped. I expected him to die when he blocked that tornado. When did he get all that health back? Was he just... Ah, pasta la vista. But of course. Ah, meat. Oh, cool. All of Dreamland versus Brick going through 50 men.
Why risk missing the input? Why risk
Owie.
missing the timing, rather?
Very smart risk reward.
Okay, well, I mean, Luane did heal like 2,500 health or whatever, 2.8 thousand health, but it wasn't enough. Luane needs food badly. Is that a reference to like a greater thing that gets referenced in a lot of places? Because, this is like only real ball knowers. Okay, Gauntlet Legends. Okay. Then hear me out. Then that makes sense, right? Because only for genius. All right, only for genius. I need you to understand. Low-end players don't get chances to eat, by the way. Yeah. Only for genius. There's a quote like that when you go low on HP that was like, insert character needs ham badly, I think is what I used to hear it as a kid. From, get this, the fucking Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy platform fighter that they made on the PlayStation 2. Is anyone both old enough and for some reason Cartoon Network pilled enough to have played this video game? I almost don't remember that this game exists. Does anyone fucking know what I'm talking about? Like, I almost wonder if I've psyoped myself into, like, considering that this game might exist. I am definitely not that Cartoon Network pilled. I was very Cartoon Network pilled as a kid. No one knows this. I didn't play video games. No, my parents loved me and bought me good games. I played good games too. I played like God Hands and Burnout 3 Takeout or whatever. Takedown. Burnout 3 Takedown. But, you know, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy fighting game, when you got low on health, it would be like, you know, Billy needs ham badly. Sure, but the needs food references from Gauntlet Legends. I could believe that game. How old is Gauntlet Legends? I could believe that game is referencing Gauntlet Legends, or maybe like, or they're both referencing a third thing. Granblue gets first to 3, but not Strive. Better game, I guess. No, okay, nobody. I feel like I have only. Okay, I gotta look. I'm not gonna look this up on the side. I'm sorry. This is going to be. I mean, it's a tournament, a watching stream. It's gonna be tangent filled. I just like what do I even Billy and Mandy platform fight Billy and Mandy fighting game? Yes, man. What was it called? This is the fucking one though. Is it just called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Hold on. Yeah. Look, man. Sorry. We'll get back. Oh, the fucking images are all so small. Hold on. I'll find a better. It had like stage hazards. Like it was such like a Smash ripoff. It had stage hazards. It had stocks. Yeah. Look, man. That's the fucking box art, man. Okay. Genuinely, for a second, I had wondered if I had gaslit myself into believing that this game existed when it actually didn't. But But it was real, man. It was fucking real.
On the Arc World Tour.
And sometimes you needed food badly. Sometimes you needed ham badly, man.
Put up a fight.
This fucking Cerberus motherfucker. I remember this guy.
From Tux, whether it was on the DPs or
I fucking remember this this fucking Cerberus asshole.
when
Look at him.
Zane has the crowd
I remember this guy. This map sucked, man.
immediately jump
Because he, like, it was just, I can't remember if this was a stage hazard or if someone could, like, turn into that. I know what game Brick is talking about. Oh my god.
sending him back down, making him play honest fun.
Show character select? Oh god.
Make them deal with that.
Unfortunately, Zane has those.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zane's a good.
I don't know if I can, man.
Pretty good at the game.
Unfortunately, this guy's pretty good. So yeah, not really gonna work out in the end. But there is.
Oh, that looks right.
Some.
Oh, but look, they don't even have all the fucking characters, man. Like, that's the character select, but they got, like, half the characters locked.
Like he was just getting like
Oh.
crossed on the court. He was like his ankles crossed together.
It's a goddamn YouTube video.
No, not at
Oh,
all.
wow. Look at that shit, man. That is, you can count the pixels. 720p?
It's that kind of.
Are you sure?
That kind of Friday.
There's your character select. I don't remember the names of any of these fucking characters, man. That's Billy. That's Mandy. That's Grim, obviously. This is like Eris or something.
Vegas local-
This guy is the Fred Burger. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Who is this again? This is the guy who's like nobody is born cool except like he's actually survived the test of time like more than any of the characters probably. Right?
I'll let you.
Remembered Eris? I know what you are. She's named after a goddess, man.
So
Hold
I'll
up.
be repping her undoubtedly. He has an Armaya. I doubt we'll see her.
Haas, that was his name.
Slamunga was. He's really good. That's what I will say. He was very disappointed. To
Yeah. See, like this guy, he actually like he's like.
He wanted
I mean, maybe this is also an old meme, to be fair, but Haas Delgado, yeah. How the fuck do you remember that?
here.
Legends is a Nintendo 64 game? Okay, so they absolutely were referencing...
Seeing Slamunga
They absolutely were referencing Gauntlet Legends then, that makes sense.
I remember got top 8 last
How many fighting games have Grim Adventure characters been in? Were they in the Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion? That game was after my time, I think.
Clearly,
I think I vaguely heard that game exists, but...
every time.
Cygames nerf Irwin, my soldiers cry out type shit?
Is that
Literally Hitler, by the way?
is G-Tech, who is also a
That man has been my goat since day one. Fair enough. Haas Delgado.
I think it's jealousy. Because where is G-Tech? G-Tech is
I don't know what reference this is, Besu. I want to read it. I want to do it justice. I don't know what you're referencing, so I can't hit you with the proper...
Patriots. Not
Like, when you say think brick, I just think of, like, think mark.
yeah, no.
Charlotta,
What will you have in 500 years? But that's not obviously not what you're talking about. Because where the fuck is all the free chicken coming from? Did I miss CM run, by the way? Oh, shit. Finals opened 13 minutes ago, doesn't it? I know Aku was top tier. True. It's Eris handing Mandy the golden apple? How do you remember that? What? How do you remember, like, a quote for... damn, I'm not as Cartoon Network pilled as I thought, man. Who remembers the Cartoon Network MMO? Cartoon Network MMO? What the fuck? Oh, wow, wait. Oh, no, that's... Okay, that was you on both sides. I was like, someone else, but that's Colin on both sides. Yeah. You can tell by the coffee and the fingers. Is that title about Yoru? That title is not about Yoru. That title is about Ice Dragon.
Does not have that, like, Versusia's gonna be sitting on that 8.
Fusion something or other? Fusion Fall. Oh my... Wait, that was an MMO? I know that game. I didn't realize that was an MMO.
Yeah, you're gonna be trying to.
That's the one? Oh my god.
Sword is gonna do
I've heard of that game. I didn't realize that shit was an MMO. I never played it.
yeah, like you've got far heavy for the counter poke. I think that's gonna be.
Is that title about Yoru? That is Yoru a no? I feel like people rage quit against Yoru because they don't like fighting him his internet connection. But
Startup move.
I've never known Lavadora Sensei to be a rage quitter.
To force
Fusion Fall? Yeah, what the hell? That I remember. Like I remember seeing this around, but I never played it. Like the Yoru rage quit against me a few times. I guess I'm just not good enough to get rage quit against.
I mean, if
I guess Yoru just like beats me or whatever, so he doesn't feel the need to rage quit. Actually, I think I've very rarely fought Yoru on ladder. I think I've only ever fought him in bracket.
control the neutral from
Or not only ever, but like almost only ever. By the way, Avarice Aeon. Okay, so I wasn't unfamiliar with their game. They're a Charlotta player. Okay, there's a nice character variety here, huh?
and she still gets to.
We've had Grim, Lowain, and then Versuja and Charlotta so far. Ice Dragon, I assume, is playing Lancelot, but I don't think he's known for it. Fair.
Slamunga come off of that brave counter early.
You people are making up games. What can I say?
Is bad. It's terrible.
But yeah, man, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy platform fight. There was a lot of platform fighters were kind of weirdly like I guess it was probably capitalizing off of Melee or Brawl or but there were I guess it would have been because it was GameCube, right?
This isn't fake.
I guess it would have been because like I feel like I remember a lot of like weirdly like why was every fucking IP making a platform fighter in like 2000 or something like that, you know? Because there was also like, it was the Brawl success, maybe, yeah. Because I also remember, did anyone ever play Digimon Rumble Arena and or Digimon Rumble Arena 2? Because that was also that was a Digimon platform fighter, which was, I mean, I as a guy who didn't actually play Smash until I was like university age, it was fine. I liked the Digimon platform fighter. It was all right. But obviously I was not playing it competitively. Digimon platform fighter was kind of fun, yeah. You live by 2 6-2-3Ms round start in a row, as dumb as that sounds. I mean, if it works, right? It's hard to punish her for doing it, really. Because you only you can crouch and get under it, but like, what are you gonna do afterwards? I haven't gotten a Digimon until like a few months ago. I still gotta play Time Stranger, man. I've heard that now that the dust has settled and like the hype, what hype there may have been is gone. Is Digimon Story Time Stranger a good game? Is it a game that you would recommend that I actually spend my money on and play? Because I've kind of been looking for like just a video game that I play that isn't like Uma Musume or Granblue. Because obviously I play those on stream, right? Okay, wait, here we go. Time Stranger is based, and no. Digimon Rumble Arena was hilarious. Throw was just busted, just chucked them off stage. I was not fighting game minded enough to be thinking about like balance and what things were good and bad back then, but my GS from playing it a bunch, he says it fun. Fair enough. Really never expect the second one, just run straight into it. I mean, what are you wait, unironically, what if you have the foreknowledge that a Versuja is going to 6-2-3M twice at round starts? What do you do about it? Right? Like, what? Literally, like, say I know for a fact, what do you do about that move? Like, if I know for a fact that that a Versuja is gonna do 6-2-3M twice at round start, what am I supposed to do? I don't think I know a counterplay to that. I can get not hit by it, but I don't think I can punish her for it, right? Am I crazy? If you want to play a rhythm game, visual novel, play Unbeatable. DP it? At round start? It's not. I don't think it extends her hurt box like that, does it? I don't think you can do that. I think so. Shit's fun. Combat's a bit hard. Story is fun. EX Fireball? What if I don't have one? What if I'm playing Willness? Is it a projectile? Is Nimbus a projectile? It does have an extended hurt box to punish. Oh, so can I crouch it and then swing? Your Willness, you don't deserve counterplay? What the fuck, man? Skill issue? Once they figure out the second one, that's when we break out the third, yeah. Wouldn't you just 6XL or run it as a whiff punish? I don't think there's that much of a gap between them, right? Maybe there is, maybe there is. Maybe I'm overestimating the move. Maybe I'm glazing it too hard. B can probably 2-2X? Well, you can crouch it, yeah, so I imagine Beatrix can just riding free through the first one even, but... Yes, but it's still kind of hard. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, wait, so Time Stranger. So Time Stranger, yay or nay? I've been playing Slay the Spire 2 a bunch, right? That game's great. It has been... Bro, can I just... I know this is not... like this is not a Slay the Spire 2 community, but like if you've been involved, it is fucking insane. People are such babies, man. Like it is actually crazy when it's like I can't win easily on the highest difficulty. Let me review bomb this game. Like what is going on with that shit, man? Like they're also wrong, man. Like everyone fucking complaining about Doormaker. I got fucking news for you, man. He's the easiest Act 3 boss, brother. Like, everyone's complaining about the Doormaker. Every other Act 3 boss is harder than the Doormaker. You just, like, at least in the live branch, like, maybe originally, like, the original rework of him on the beta branch, maybe not, right? But, like, the live branch that everyone is fucking review bombing, the Doormaker is the easiest Act 3 boss. Like, what are you talking about? Doormaker annoying but not that bad? Like, his gimmick is actively a good thing for some decks. Like, the exhaust turn? The exhaust turn is, like, actively a weakness of Doormaker with some decks, and with a bunch of other, it's like if your deck is like if you just have like a bunch of good cards in your deck, or if you just play around it at all, I don't think I've died to Doormaker yet. I've died to Queen. Like I'm on A10 right now. I've not beaten A10. I do them in order, so I've been playing A10 with Ironclad, and I'm bad at Ironclad. I think he's my favorite, but I don't think I'm good at him in Slay the Spire 2. I don't think I know how to play him yet. I've died on like the double boss gauntlets to like test subject. Test subject I think is really hard for Ironclad because It's the fact that that third phase he starts intangible. I feel like is really because I just don't have the block in my deck. So I don't think I make good block decks with Ironclad. Like I can do damage, but I can never build survivability into my decks, and Test Subject just murders me generally. I think people are just comfortable with the best practices for STS1 and they don't know how to function and blame the beasts. Maybe. People getting blasted for trying to spot dodge. H and U and Itia never gets old. I'm people often. Slamunga is a great name, yes. Skill issue players? It's crazy, man. Like, you know what though? You know what though? Can I convince you to start injecting Black Tar playing Fire Emblem? One of my best friends, he's like a huge Fire Emblem head, but I've never gotten into it. I like XCOM. It's of a similar ilk, right? It's of a similar ilk. I could definitely see myself enjoying Fire Emblem. XCOM fucking rules. I'm a big fan of XCOM. I played more Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within. I never actually got super into 2, but FE7, Sacred Stones, and Awakening would be the ones I'd recommend going in. Interesting. I mean, if I really wanted to get into Fire Emblem, I probably would ask my friend, but you would love Fire Emblem? Yeah. Like, I don't think it's ever... I think, you know what it is? It's just like, I'm just not a Nintendo gamer, generally.
I don't know why he doesn't play Beatrix these days. I think he doesn't.
Rick, you might love Unicorn Overlord? What is Unicorn Overlord?
Yeah.
Amazing series, Genealogy of the Holy War is the greatest game of all time. So true. Another SRPG. SRPG. Strategy RPG? Is that what that stands for? Or Sadism RPG? When is Brick gonna play Persona? Would you believe me if I told you that I've not played any Persona, but I did play like 20 hours of Shin Megami Tensei 5? I thought it was cool, but I was playing it on a friend's Switch, so I never got too deep into it. But like, I think it was fun. I was having a good time. I love Inugami. The Persona spinoff? Is this rage bait? I'm not like a huge lore master, but is it not the other way around? Is Persona not a spinoff of SMT? Megaten is the main series? Okay, yeah, I was like, I can't tell this is rage bait. Unicorn Overlord is an auto battler of sorts, but like intensely satisfying? Interesting. Persona's a spinoff? Okay. When I say this is rage bait, I was kind of asking genuinely, because like, I don't know enough about that. I was like, I'm pretty sure that Megaten is the original one, but... Hello, Beatrix. Is an SMT Fire Emblem Idol spinoff? What the fuck are you talking about? I love Inugami. Guys into VTubers. Is this anything? It could be. Inugami in fucking an SMT, man. He's just a funny guy. Wait, is this Ice Dragon? Is Ice Dragon playing Beatrix? No. Wait, did I miss the Ice Dragon game while we were yapping? No, that was Salunga and okay. We gotta watch the Ice Dragon game. The best SMT spinoff is actually Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Interesting. Rick, who's on screen right now, identify them. That's Beatrix on the left and Zeta on the right. Easy. Wait, actually, no. Looking back at the breasts, Beatrix is on the right. I'm good at this. Best SMT spinoff is Digital Devil Saga. Fight me. What the fuck is that, man? Yeah, I think any games that were primarily I don't know that. I think this counts for that was how you differentiated Zeta and B. It's a reference to the misogyny arc, which doesn't exist, by the way. Gun to my head, I could not tell you which had bigger ones. Beatrix slightly. I don't know how to tell you. Maybe I should pretend I don't know the answer to that question, but I do. Toriku gun. So true, man. Don't shoot me, man. Again, I'm telling you, you know how sometimes knew it like the back of his hand. You know how sometimes women are like, when they're being like real horny, they'll be like, I'm no better than a man. I'm a man. So like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, what do you want from me? I'm a man. Am I particularly proud of it? Not necessarily, but like, you know your mother's birthday, like you know Zeta and B's relative cup size. Could you imagine if the answer to this was no? Like it's like, she's it happens once a year, for sure. Gun to your head, name me every Zenless Zone 0 female character by only looking at their breasts. I know almost none Zenless Zone female characters. Is that the game with the foot girl? Like the game where like the which Hoyo game is that? The one where there's a girl who like in her ultimate is just a close up of her feet and then the screen explodes? I think it is, right? Because I remember ZZZ is like, of all the Hoyo games, it's like the most degenerate one. Yes? Okay, yeah. April 2teenth? Yeah, that's right. I have that character? Yeah, that's cool. My friends showed me that one. They're like, you would like this. Oh no, man. Wait, show me these bombos. The bombos! This character sucks! Yeah, it's a foot girl? Yeah, yeah. Only tit-related tech I know is in Undernight, the way you know how to defend against Gordeau's EX reversals. If he has his tits out in the screen freeze, you block. Otherwise, hold up. That is actually crazy. It's like, no, I'm looking at his chest, but it's like, it's optimal. It's an option select, okay? It's an option select. You don't understand. The game with the foot girl? Okay, but like, it literally is like, she's the foot, like, horny select? No, it's counterplay, man. I'm staring at Beatrix's breasts because if suddenly her breasts leave my eye level, I know she's doing riding free. So I can block it and punish her, man. Imagine all the gotchas of a foot girl somewhere. Yes, but this one, again, it's literally, it was like they imagine like her ultimate is like, you know, her SSBA cutscene is just like a close-up of her feet and then everyone's dead. That's why I'm so familiar with Beatrix's boobs, man. It's not, I'm not objectifying her. She's a top tier. It's, you know. I think Captain Falcon has a titty hitbox with different properties on his down air and melee. That's crazy. That's crazy. In Ultimate, his down air is just fucking, it's almost all sweet spot, man.
Just a little bit of the Patriots.
You know, I did want to watch the Zeta game to figure out, like, to see what the combos were looking like, and then G-Tech, the one time I was looking, he dropped his conversion, which I'm not, you know, that's how it goes. Misogyny SPD. You can still be objectifying if she's a top tier. That's not my point. My point is not that the objectification and her being top tier are mutually exclusive. My point is that it's not objectifying. It's desperately searching for counterplay against a character that is, yeah, it's punching up. Exactly. I'm searching for counterplay, man. I'm trying to find the counterplay.
I've been thinking about this character.
It's not misogyny.
I feel like this character is who Gold Lewis pretends to be.
Now we're going to Ilsa to level up. Get down, she's got a gun.
Oh my goodness.
Off the top of my head, I'm not entirely certain, but smaller breasts. I think. Okay, we're not doing this. I'm not gonna make this a. I don't think I want to make this. I don't think I want to make this a running joke. But I'm not quite convinced. How many woman friends do you have? Okay, no, this is a fucking loaded question, man. 10 seconds. Rank the association members by titty size. What is the association? This is entrapment? Yeah, it's like, how many black friends do you have, man who claims he's not racist? My counterplay against riding free is L pillar, and then they impale themselves into it somehow. Running, jumping, riding free, Thunderbird, doesn't matter. So true. Haven't watched any tournaments in a while. Meg show up often, or does her tendency to dispense mids keep her away? Yeah, kind of the latter. Funnily enough, like one of the only times you will consistently see Gamera in like an offline tournament, or one of the only times you'll see Meg in an offline tournament is Gamera usually, but. My counterplay versus riding free is not fighting B? Yeah, I guess so.
I'm a Star Wars family of blasters, man.
If the answer is 1 instead of 0, does that make it worse? Well, if the answer is I have like 3 friends or something and like 2 of them are women, does that make it worse or better?
Nice break. Probably hit medium there.
Like, would you just call me a loser for not having that many friends?
Trying to cross up in a game with a block button on me?
That's a decision you're gonna lose.
Counterplays H parry instead of L parry. It doesn't make it anything? My god. It was entrapment. I've seen so many clips of Gamera using Meg, yeah. It's weird that Ilsa can't really outzone Zeta. Her projectile is more recovery. Well, Zeta's also just like flying around and shit, right? She's just kind of hard to zone. There was no correct answer. I was a misogynist regardless? Damn. You're saying it's not that easy to solve misogyny? I can't just have a female friend and therefore not be a misogynist? What the fuck? I have to like work on myself and actually like try and undo all of the feminist conditioning that society has put upon me? Why the fuck would you ask me to do like actually work on myself? That is so fucked up. Holding my meat behind you was misogynist the whole time. Excuse, you talking about like this is the astronaut meme with the guy shooting him, except it's you putting your cock to the back of my head? Is that the idea here? Why are you memorizing your friends' genders to win an argument, dog? I don't. Why are you? Okay, you know what? No, let me flip this around on you. Why are you pretending that knowing your friend's gender identity is like something you have to memorize, huh? Oh, you must be one of those people who's like, oh, there's too many pronouns these days. It's so fucking confusing. It's not something you have to memorize, bro. It's just you just know. If you, like, give a shit at all. Ilsa's probably balanced, but I do wish her resource management felt like something she had to put some conscious thought into. Sorry, women. I found out about period cramps today. We have to put a stop to this. Did you guys know that the menstrual cycle is like fucking like the bad parts of the menstrual cycle is like 3/4 of the month? There's like one good week in the menstrual cycle and like that's it. Isn't that fucked up? 6'2", by the way. God, I can't remember the most basic information about my friends. God, it's so fucking hard to be a cis man. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I don't get, man. That's what woke doesn't get when they're fucking ruining our lives. Gun to your head, name the 4 phases of the menstrual cycle in order, starting from menstruation.
So we should be seeing some more Lowain.
Come on. Do it.
And on the other side, I'm expecting the Lancelot to come out.
Probably Lancelot. Yeah.
Do it right now.
But we'll see, you never know.
Gun to your head. I'm not gonna lie. Tell my mother I love her. I have. Okay. What's the one that's right after menstruation? It's okay. Because luteal is right before. Period, exclamation point, question mark, period 2. That's true. Period cramps are a thing, and here you are blocking writing free. Messed up. Hold up. It's menstruation. Okay, so it's ovulation, luteal. Oh, it's No. Ovulation is the follicular phase, right? Is that what it's called? Or is that another one? I thought it was like follicular, then luteal, then menstruate. Isn't there a fourth one? There's a fourth one, right? Fuck, I'm stupid. I've gotten this explained to me multiple times, and I'm just dumb, I fear. I have to remember the names. They all suck. No, well, one of them is good, right? One of them's ovulation. It's like one in every 4 weeks. You get to be like pogging up. I'm not gonna lie, your sex ed sounds eons better than the US. I don't think we even knew there were phases to the period. Yeah, sex ed didn't teach me that. My female friends did. Learning female biology with Brick. Can't remember the names, but I can tell you step by step which hormones are going up and down and what they do. I had to teach this to an all-boys class last period on a Friday once. But you can't remember the names? Brick is like that meme of I'm never skipping dialogue ever again. I'm talking about like you skip it and then it's just like it was like Mario and Luigi like entering a mansion and then it's cooler and it's like the final showdown type shit. Hold on. This got phases of the menstrual cycle. This is important, man. This is important. Oh no, follicular and ovulation are different. I thought okay. I knew the 4 names. I thought that the follicular phase was ovulation. So I'm still wrong. But like at least I knew all 4 of the names, okay?
That's where I'm headed after this.
I don't know how many people are here this year.
So what's special about the follicular phase? Because luteal is the one where you fucking hate your life. Menstruation is the one where you hate your life, right? Ovulation is the one where it's actually kind of poggers. What's special about follicular again? In the time chamber, learning about the menstrual cycle. What if Goku was betrayed and locked in a menstrual cycle for the rest of his life? Oh, hold on. What am I? Okay. Can you remind me? Can you remind me what is up with the follicular phase again? Like what? What are the hormones doing during that shit?
This is crazy.
It was not a good time.
No.
I messaged a friend of mine today, and I was like, "Happy International Women's Day," and she was like, "Wasn't that a month ago?" And then I was like, "Could you explain the follicular phase to me?" I'm just like, it's just complete performative non sequitur, back to back to back. I'm glad I returned on Ab Break, and we're still on Brick's misogyny trading arc. How is this misogyny trading arc, man? We're learning. Maybe I should already know this. I did already know this, okay? I just mixed up the follicular phase. Woman explain woman thing? Yes. Do it now. It's because I want to know, okay? What's the point of having female friends if I can't get them to explain the menstrual cycle to me? What other purpose would there even be? Something named 5 women. Kate Winslet. Who's the most feminist Granblue character? It's a good question. Ladiva?
Just
Grand? So true.
But anyway, we do already have Ice Dragon.
I feel like Ladiva is just like, yeah, Ladiva is just the most like self-actualized character in the cast, you know what I mean?
But he's busy.
You guys think female bloodbenders can bloodbend with their period blood? I guess.
Yeah, it's
Probably be the least effective place to do it, though.
Marvel. I was like, yeah, I know one guy who's here for sure.
That's blood that's like not attached to the rest of your body anymore.
Of course.
Whitney Houston is every woman. Checkmate. Holy fuck.
Lancelot hovered over of.
They probably can't. It's incredibly impractical. Because, like, well, the point of blood bending is to bend the blood in someone else's body, right? To bend the blood in someone else's body to, like, paralyze and torture them. The period blood's already on its way out, brother. You would, like, you'd be better off bending the blood in, like, their fucking thighs or something. To really fuck with them.
Lwayne wants to kind of be where Lancelot's not.
I should have specified male feminist, I guess. Assumed male, someone killed this chatter. Do male feminists exist like that? So we can do our best. So we can be allies.
Now they have to interact with you, and Ice Dragon, I have no doubt.
Lucilius High-Keenly got that. Lucilius High-Keenly, bro, got that all rats are rats mentality. Is that a I don't know that. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's very feminist of him. True equality when everyone is beneath him. Like, I guess in some ways. I guess so. I fucking guess so. Who carries tampons on them? Is that what being an ally is all about? I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure.
Lancelot, L names. You're not playing back.
Hold up.
You're not playing at a range where, you know, maybe
I'm
take advantage of
trying to explain the menstrual cycle to chat, but I forgot.
good because what?
It was disgusting.
Absolutely what? So that he can
We're almost there. Don't you worry.
like I said, not interact with
Bloodbending is also just dishonorable.
now I got to do it. Anyway,
Looking up how to be an ally. Yeah.
getting back at that range to deal
How
with
to stop period cramps.
so it's definitely doable for Lancelot here. I'm not going to give numbers. People like to say 5-5. I'm not giving numbers.
My first aid kit, not only for periods, but also good for a broken nose. So true. Blood can come from lots of different parts of the body. Where to find the guy who invented periods? Me on my way to heaven to have smoke with God.
Yeah,
It's like
that mid-range.
mid-range, keep out, be annoying.
6'2", by the way. Just kidding, man. I'm fucking 5'9".
Lancelot has a lot of tools to get
Ice Dragon's upcoming. Ice Dragon's upcoming.
Or whatever.
Am I uncultured?
The dishonorable part of bloodbending is the loss of control and lack of consent. If you bent your own blood, that's cool, I'm pretty sure.
I'm stunned like my daddy.
Dudes can be waterbenders, right?
Oh my mama, oh my hood. I look-
Could like a really skilled bloodbender just give themselves an erection?
You gotta hear it.
They can? Yeah.
It feels
Can a really skilled
cultured.
waterbender just like give themselves an erection? Like can they
Knows, you learn about it, you get cultured. You
like
don't
if I'm a bloodbender and I'm a guy, can I just like make my shit hard like all the time without it hurting?
Wine and die.
Sounds cromulent, yeah.
Wayne is as
Like they just have like they have free Viagra forever
because I don't see anybody with headsets on.
with none of the side effects.
That's indeed.
Without it hurting? Probs no, but I'm like good. I'm really good at it. I have like fine grained control over the blood.
Head is so much more visceral.
Could a bloodbender bend their body so they punch harder?
I'm supposed to, this is
I feel like the other kinds of bending are probably more useful for that, but
if you've been hit
pretty sure there's a comic about that. True. Lucius is not a feminist. He's just both misogynistic and misandrist. I guess isn't that better than the default where it's just misogyny? I guess. Yeah. Like I would agree. I don't know that I would think that. Like Lucius is just a misanthrope. Right? I don't know that I would agree that it's like he's a fat. But he's probably better than the default for some people.
After it's over.
So
Even if you
wine
win.
bottles above.
Pretty sure you don't need to be a bloodbender to give yourself a stiffy. Though, well, then why doesn't mine work, huh?
Like,
It's very clear.
yeah, it's like, oh no.
You can only do bloodbending under a full
I
moon.
gotta stay awake for like.
When a full moon hits, I turn into a monster, man.
I read a story once of someone who like had that thing where they.
I mean, if you bend to your schlong, wouldn't it leave once you stopped bending? Like an erection is a constant blood flow. Yeah, but like, couldn't I just be doing the hand signs or something the whole time?
What?
Yeah.
In Legend of Korra, people bloodbend without the full moon. What the hell?
So at least for that person, maybe the tier list's a little bit different.
Yeah. That's
But for you,
bad.
I'm glad to know where we stand.
Can a really skilled waterbender bloodbend themselves into floating? How would that even work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, getting hit with the wine, it's so.
Bending evolves a lot between Avatar and Korra. I have not watched Korra.
And it's like if it breaks, you get like it's sticky because wine is not just wet.
Sticky.
It's
Oh, I'm
sticky.
not
It sounds like
worried
wanking
about
it with extra steps.
being hit by
That's like sounding, right? Like if you're bloodbending your cock, like you're jerking it from the inside.
get blood on me getting stabbed, I'm also sticky.
All right,
Reminds me of the X-Men villain that surgically removed racism from his brain. He said it clouds his judgment too much, so now he just sees everyone as equally beneath him. That is actually, you know what? I do kind of like that angle. That like even like the scum of the earth who has like no concern for like he hates everyone. But even if you're evil, racism is still counterproductive. That is how fucking stupid that shit is. Even if you're evil, it's still just dumb to be racist. Metal bending becomes super common in Korra? I think I knew that much, yeah. Oh, Ice Dragon. He's fighting Loe? Okay, if he rage quits, we give him a pass, right? Is Ice Dragon gonna beat Chris G? There's no way, right? Fire Wyvern in the building, yep. Could blood bending undo the refractory period? I don't think so, right? I think, doesn't the refractory period have more to do with semen production than blood flow? If you could water bend your, like, if you could cum bend. You don't give him a pass. Chris doesn't even play this game. Bro's a City of the Wolves player. Hi, Brick, coming off a Group B win high. Dude, shout out. Right on. I don't know, how does your cock reload? I think it has to reload the cum, right? Because I know when I go a real long time without it, the refractory period definitely feels shorter. I'll tell you that for free. What do you mean semen production? You don't have infinite cum. It's a British dude from Victorian times. Racism was an even bigger mental debuff than for the average person, yeah. Perhaps a semen demon, yeah. The U.S. Army? You don't understand. We've talked about this. We've talked about this, okay? When America institutes martial law because the Republicans don't want to lose the midterms, it becomes a matter of, like, we need the U.S. Army to do the thing they did with Nepal, where they just point the gun at the dictator and go, you gotta go now, man. We're on the side of the people. So we're sucking up to the U.S. Army. The apparatus itself might be evil, but it's full of, like, you know, it's full of, like, people who, like, a lot of those people are probably normal and just misled. Maybe. So we're don't worry. We're playing the long game probably. 24 hours to be full for semen. No offense, but I knew this guy was a chud. I mean, he's beating Chris G right now. Do the soldiers know the relative cup size of B versus Zeta? I mean, some of them, if they're based. Probably, like, if they're fucking based. Is your refractory period 24 hours? I think you might be 70. Also got misled when they don't even let us die on our own terms. So true. Is your refractory period 24 hours long? That was dark. I mean, you know. You can probably nut with a partially finished refractory. No, I don't. I think that's the entire point. Is the refractory period is the amount of time between when you can like achieve orgasm and reasonably achieve orgasm again. It's definitely gotten longer for me. Like when I was like 15, you know, it was like fucking 15 minutes or something. You know? Now I'm like now I feel like it's like closer to a couple hours probably. But like 24? How do you define orgasm? I guess ejaculation in particular, right? Because guys can multiple orgasm, but you got to do it like through the butt where you don't. There's not necessarily as much ejaculation associated with it. 24 is the highest number. That's true. Teenage metabolism goes crazy. Teenage, like, yeah, everything to do with your body regenerating goes kind of crazy. It's hormone mediated. We don't call them that anymore. We call them sex workers. This reminds me, spiders work their legs with a hydraulic system, so technically spiders' entire movement system functions the same principle as boners. Our shit isn't... The dick's not hydraulic. Is it technically blood hydraulics? This is what I joined to hear. Hello, French. Mr. Toast. I'm just wondering Brick was more of a horny teenager than me. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty horny adult, too. Like, I you know? I think I'm just like I'm a pretty high sex drive individual, I think. So it was really bad when I was like, when like the hormones still hadn't settled down. It was real bad. Under the someone who just rage quits in physical tournaments. That's what I'm kind of hoping that Ice Dragon does that here. I feel like that would be fucking. I mean, like even if he doesn't actually want to do it, I feel like it would be so good for the bit. I mean, it's possible he's trying to rehabilitate his image or something, and he's gonna complete this set. But like, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. It's like you're entirely you have free will to do whatever you want, even rage quit in a lot of your online matches and shit. But you're just gonna get clowned for it a little bit. It's gonna get clowned for it a little bit until people have reason to believe that they shouldn't anymore. Maybe it's just Gallia.
Conversion damage here. Ice Dragon making up for
In a world scared to talk about sex, being honest is refreshing. Sure, yeah.
Handshake.
I think bringing up,
making some messy
like, it's like, bringing up sex and it's always like a joke is like, that's not really any more sex positive than like not bringing up sex at all. It's a little better, I guess, but you can also talk about it as like a normal, you know, we can talk about it as like a normal conversation topic.
Ah, man. Corner situation here again.
We should force femme everyone so everyone can learn multiple orgasms. Wait, does that happen?
Brave counter's working out well for
I never thought, that's not
able
how that works, right?
out of the corner with the advantage that you gain from that. Okay, GP,
Can
how
like,
do you get out of the corner?
can male to female trans people come multiple times? Like, is it the hormones that do it?
I don't want any part of it. I haven't guessed.
Like, if you have enough estrogen, can you just come multiple? Wait a second.
Man,
That's fucking cheating.
Pyramid's so fast.
it is incredibly.
Never mind. I'm a Republican now, just because I'm jealous.
Chris G, happy to
I'm actually like, I officially,
counter 'cause you have
I am no longer for trans rights because I'm jealous.
Well played with that resource advantage from Chris.
I have no logical backing to my argument.
Can you get out of the corner? And Ice
Really? I mean, goddamn, Floral. That is crazy.
uses
Who would have thought, man?
shuts it down.
That is insane. Wait, that's actually like wall hacks. What do you mean?
The fireball with the
We're clipping Brick saying he's transphobic? No, no, you aren't. No, you're not, man. No, you fucking are not. It's doping, exactly.
Ice Dragon just
Wait, what the hell?
can to try and mount some kind of
That's actually so cool. I'm genuinely jealous.
brave points over the course of these
Free
rounds
will?
to do it.
I
Still
you know,
in the corner are you? He can convert
that is actually wall hacks. That's what I'm saying.
I respect
We're clipping Brick saying he wants to be MTF. Well, I mean, it's not like it's just something that you choose, but like suddenly I'm like that, you know?
That's not great. That's not great. Just
No, leave a player being a transphobe is funny to me. I'm not a trans. Okay, well, I said yes. I said I am now. Yes, like I know I said that. I said I'm a transphobic Republican now, but I was because I'm jealous of the multiple orgasms, man.
combos are so clean.
I
It's out of jealousy and envy.
button and button, but like,
The jealousy for trans people I find is in their ability to double jump, which humans do not naturally possess. What the fuck? You guys can double jump?
it's not about the combo. It's about the context. And Chris G contextually.
It does. I mean, it does something good to your brain.
Bait from Ice Dragon there.
I feel like every time someone says some like really funny or based shit in my chat, it's like 90% of the time it's a trans person.
Job of staying on top of
So like it's doping in a lot of ways. It just makes you like a cooler person, I think.
gets that 100-meter. You know
Rick's a transphobe due to jealousy? Like dead ass, man.
Making Chris will come off a lot of life.
Common misconception, trans women. Only trans women? So trans men can't do this? Trans women can air dash, not double jump. That's the privilege of the Brazilians. I see.
He's just gonna die here.
Reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh players who got ADHD meds to improve their play. Yeah.
to pull out the pyramid.
I did not realize the hormone thing. I thought it was like a literal, like physical biology. Like I thought,
Looking good.
hello, it's me, the unbased trans femme. You should play Loane. Evil trans person, be like.
That teleport above.
Only the Japanese can double jump, like Mario, the Italian plumber.
This time did not press the button.
Brazilian trans people are Milia players. Yeah.
From Ice Dragon, Chris would
Estrogen is definitely doping compared to before, though. Not gonna lie, that is awesome, man.
his patience
What the fuck?
paying
That is
off.
so cool.
Ice Dragon sitting on 1 BP, so this is a lot of damage. Actually, he's dead.
Didn't know Chris G stood for Chris Granblue. Yeah.
That extra 20% might
I think Ice Dragon's gonna finish the set, guys. I mean, we'll see. It'll be next round. It'll be the determining factor, right?
Yeah, that'll do. And match point.
Infinite Coom hack. I thought it was like a literal, like the machinery down there. You know what I mean? I thought it was just like if you had a vagina, like whether you were a man or a woman, if you have a pussy, you can multiple orgasm. I thought. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't. I thought it was. I thought like vaginas could multiple orgasm and penises couldn't.
I guess it's fine
You know?
if you're having
I didn't realize it was a hormone thing.
as long as she does it with
I got hit with the false dichotomy.
Ice Dragon, though.
I'm the good trans person, play Ladiva, one of the good ones. I see how it is.
Here, it looks like almost
Reminds me of the Overwatch joke, if you're Japanese, you can climb walls. So true.
the next option being
Vaginas were Gatling guns to the penis shotgun, but apparently it's not true. Oh,
is.
wait, Ice Dragon finished the set.
gonna get it done.
Holy shit.
3-1.
Chris was just more consistent.
Yeah.
We saw those high highs coming out, but it wasn't enough.
The wonderful world of Kegels. So true.
A single round.
Human Pyramid really just has no complement. Well, supers don't in general, yeah. One of the good ones is crazy. You're the one who said it. You're the one who fucking said it. You said, you highlighted goods. You put good in, like, asterisks. Like, what? How am I supposed to interpret that?
I mean, that's high level play.
Is you having a good time? I mean, listen. Maybe Ice Dragon,
One opportunity.
maybe in those 2 years, maybe Ice Dragon was like 23 and now they're 25 or something. Like, maybe their frontal lobe is fully developed and now they're like chill. Who knows? Who knows? Could be. I got nothing against the guy. They look nice. They like, you know, they fist bumped Chris G. It was fun.
No, he could guess about what you're doing.
If your brain is like, okay, main hormone is now estrogen go, it does cause a lot of physical changes too. Well, that I understand. Yeah, that one makes sense, right?
Play
that like yeah, like you go like your a lot of your physicality is gonna change if like you get a lot more testosterone or a lot more estrogen or something. But I was just more so I didn't realize it, you know, I didn't realize it would make you a multi-comer if you got more estrogen. Maybe, you know what? Controversial take. Maybe women have it too good, huh? You're telling me that the ability to multi-cum is inherent to being a woman? Isn't that fucked up? Or at least inherent to having the female hormone anyway? That's another thing we're clipping? No. Like, maybe they've had it too good for too long, actually. I will trade... No, okay, never mind. That was not gonna... I will trade you basic human rights in exchange for men getting the ability to multi-cum. Streamer is so real and based. We've been talking about women's rights for too long. Yeah, the women's wrongs, I think hoarding the multi-orgasm for yourself is cheating. I'm gonna say it. Dog, what the hell did I come into? We're talking about, apparently, the ability to multiple orgasm is tied to how much estrogen there is in your body, which I think is, you know, that's not fair. First I got Brick saying he's a transphobe, and now women have it too good for too. No. Don't take any of that. Don't take any of that out of context. I also did not do that, Billy. This is the plot of Zootopia? What the fuck? What part of what we were talking about? Finally got up to the stream. Oh, heavy. You're gonna hit the live button, but I guess yeah, if you wanna. Women run the first to 10 while men are coom quitters? Like, I guess, but I don't do it on purpose. I can't, man. I'd trade catcalling for multi-orgasm. If only that was the only problem that came with being a woman, but, you know. If that was the trade. If the trade was catcalling for multi-orgasm, I feel like that's a pretty good trade, you know. I feel like, unfortunately, that's not quite. I feel like that's not quite it. That's not quite right. Ow. I want to see if you ever talk about the tourney. We did. We were like, is Ice Dragon gonna rage quit in his game? Can women handle a male tummy ache? What about a cummy ache? Can women handle the sperm cramps that men get? I think Voss might be a multi-comer. Voss makes me into a multi-comer. Does that count? Sperm cramps? You guys don't get sperm cramps? Belial is definitely a multi-gooner. Well, the gooning inherent in people. See, it's the thing is like now you have all the tourists. Like now you have all the tourists, the not actual horny motherfuckers who you know grew up with a crippling porn addiction. They don't even get it, man. Inherent to gooning is not coming. That's the whole point of gooning. Is edging yourself until your brain turns into like something resembling scrambled eggs. And then fucking skipping work the next day. I never cramped but felt vulnerable? That's right. He's dead, by the way. Yeah, H Rhapsody. It does do that. It does do that. I got shit to do, I'm not doing that? Yeah, I know, it's loser shit, but like, I did it. Okay? What do you want from me? Can women handle the masculine urge to talk about Rome? I don't know. Why? I was incredibly horny. That sounds miserable? Yeah, it's like, it's a drug, right? It's an addiction. They call it a porn addiction for a reason. I feel a little better nowadays, but like when I was younger, it was not good. I'm like, this is not even a joke. It's just, yeah, it's not good. Ancient Rome, to be precise. I'm more of a modern Rome kind of guy. I'd be talking about the Italian prime minister and shit, even though I couldn't name them right now. Does Italy have a prime minister or a president? Zeta spend meter, like, if they hit 100, they die? They got good use skills, man. It's like Vasaraga. Is it strange that I want Voss's rugby costume in Granblue? It's in the April Fool's cards. Man, it's like asking, like, a crack addict why they're smoking crack if it hurts them. My brain is broken, or it was, anyway. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a pretty horny motherfucker, but I'm not like a, you know, life failure goon slop motherfucker anymore. I have like a job, I have two jobs, I've got like if this is like a part-time job, I got a full-time job. I'd be working like 6-7 hours a week. Forgot Voss had an outfit? Well, he has the, fucking Warhammer one, right? Job maxing? I wish I was. I heard about Italy, but fun fact, Portugal has both a prime minister and a president. There's a lot of countries like that, right? The prime minister is, that's like a lot of European countries, right? France is the same thing. It's like the president is internal affairs and the prime minister is foreign affairs. Yeah. Have we done a smash or pass on the Granblue cast? The Granblue cast is like, the problem with the Granblue cast is it's either children, in which case we're excluding them, right? Extremely hot people. And that's kind of it. Actually, no, I was asking the third thing. Like, looks-wise, like, basically, looks-wise, it's like, if you exclude the children, it's like there are none passes. Like, it would just have to be like, alright, well, the problem is, like, you know, I'm gonna pass on Belial because he's a rapist, right? But, like, or, like, he would be if he wasn't saving himself for Lucy. Suarez is problematic, though? Yeah, like, I guess. He's pretty hot, though. Like, if you're just talking on looks, Suarez is about as hot as, like, an 80-year-old gets. Too many children? Well, you exclude the children, obviously. Personality impacts attractiveness significantly? Yeah, but I feel like this is not would I date them. This is smash or pass. You're telling me you've never wanted to fuck someone who you thought was, like, reprehensible? Maybe this is a male thing. Maybe women care a lot more about the personality of the people they get in bed with because it can be literally physically dangerous for them or something like that. If they sleep with, like, a complete asshole. I'm not thinking about his takes while I'm yanking it crazy style. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's kind of my point, too. Rick is no longer my streamer. Call me twin for real. That's true, bestie. Definitely not a male thing. Women have been fawning over mass murderers for decades. Interesting. Fair enough. I feel like from my like personal experience, women are more concerned about the personality of people that they lust after. But yeah, maybe it's not like a complete deal breaker. Being a fan of Brick and also being asexual feels like a paradox. It's me. I'm an asexual. Shout out, man. Shout out all the Ace and Arrow homies. One of my friends actually recently came to the realization that they were kind of confused about it for a while, but they've recently come to the realization that they're Ace. I think they're still. I think they're like a little unsure on whether or not they're also aromantic, but shit's cool, man. Bricker community is like very queer. It's like genuinely of all of the fucking shit that I have, like whatever things I've done as a content creator, it's like the thing that I'm the most proud of, I think. People feel comfortable being openly queer in here, which I think is super cool. Obviously, it's a little bit of it's a little bit cheating because like it's the fighting game community, which is like very queer to begin with. But I'm still, you know, I'll take whatever credit I can that I've made it somewhat of a welcoming community. Personally, you could look like Beyonce, and the second they open their mouth and sound like a Hello Kitty girl, I'm out. Then just fucking plug their mouth. Don't let them speak when you're fucking them, man. I don't like what's the issue? If someone who looks like Beyonce is consenting to fuck you, and the only problem is you don't like when they speak, just I don't know, man. Do some BDSM shit. Keep it busy. Keep their mouth busy so they can't talk. Out. They're not letting them moan or groan, and then you're morally reprehensible. Hopefully they're into that. Obviously, you got to discuss it at first, but let's be real. Fighting games and speedrunners are two of the gayest communities I've ever been a part of. It's great. Yeah. It's the anime fighting community, especially. That's NRS games are like the gunball of fighting games for sure, right? Invincible Versus looks like it's going to inherit that player base. It was like, did you guys see when Diaphone made that video about him, like the clip of him like a guy rage quitting on him and like Diaphone getting really pissed, and he like posted it to Twitter, and like on his video he like went and looked at he looked at his own Twitter post. He was talking about it. I don't think he noticed it at the time, but like the top comment on his fucking Twitter post is someone calling him the F slur, like saying like, of course someone rage quit against you when you play like an F slur, and I'm like, yep, that's the NRS community, all right. They must have been so mad about Sonic Fox, man. Make Sonic Fox even more goated, genuinely. It's only for fictional characters, though. A real person being a bad person is generally the biggest turnoff ever. Oh, for sure. Yeah. God's most normal individuals. Yep. I feel like I'm one wrong move away from getting my whole shit keyed. You play NRS games? Evilness is 10,000 times hotter in fiction than IRL. Yeah. Well, okay, not evil. Well, but yes, maybe you're still right. But what I'm about to bring up is not necessarily about evil. But I did have a very interesting conversation with actually the same female friend that I just messaged asking to explain the follicular phase to me. But basically, I was like, why is it, right? Why is it that in so many like female written show, like you know, female, like whether it's like TV shows or even like manga or whatever, right? They're like. The main male interest is often like rather not like genuinely anything really bad, but like transgressive, right? like they push some boundaries sometimes, right? Maybe like they're, you know, the example that I was thinking of actually was Apothecary Diaries. Was the one that came to mind, right? Creepy? I don't know about like, but yes, like in ways that could be interpreted that way, right? Like, obviously, no spoilers for Apothecary Diaries, but like at least as far as like, you know, without the like, I watched all of Apothecary Diaries with this friend, and like, Jinchi's kind of weird, I think, in a lot of scenarios, right? But a lot of women who watch that show really fuck with him, and like the author herself is a woman, and like clearly is not writing it in such a way that like this is like an evil character or something, right? And pushy, yeah, maybe pushy is kind of the, yeah, pushy is probably the right word, right? Transgressive, pushy, something like that. That's right, Frey. I think that's right, right? And I was confused. I was like, why is this not a thing? The way I understood it was they're evil, hostile to the world except me. No, that is one archetype, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, Jinchi is, like, pushy to Mao Mao, right? Like, he's kind of, like, he's pushy in that, and, like, the way that she explained it to me, basically, was that it is explicitly because it is a fiction written by a woman that you kind of, like, the idea is that the problem with the pushiness is it implies the possibility of going too far, right? Like, the problem with, like, that, like, it's like, that behavior in and of itself is not necessarily that much of a problem. It's the, okay, but I can't feel safe knowing that they're not going to do something genuinely bad, right? If it was, like, a real-life scenario, right? Which is why that pushiness is obviously not a good thing to do with, like, if you're, like, it's not a good thing to do to, like, women in your life for real, right? But explicitly because it is fiction, and it's fiction written by a woman, it is basically designed to explore, wouldn't it be nice if there was someone who went just far enough that it was hot, and you could be 100% certain that there was no actual danger involved? Like, it's exactly the point of it, is that it is that fantasy, it is that fiction, and because of that, you know that it's not going to actually become anything dangerous, whereas you cannot be, like, fully certain about that if you're, like, with, like, an actual man, or if it's not, like, in a safe space like that, basically, right? It's like a theoretical safe space to ignore that kind of, like, romantic or sexual fantasy. And I was like, you know what? Fair. Like, that makes sense, right? It does make sense. I mean, not that I didn't expect there to be an explanation. Like, I did go into this just like, hey, I don't get this, but I'm sure there's a reason. Like, let me know, right? It's not even just fiction. Serial killers like Ted Bundy and the Night Stalker had big female fan bases. I think that's a little different. I don't think that's for the exact same reasons, right? But even then, it might be like a fictionalized version of that person, yeah, right? It might be a fictionalized version of that person, but yeah, I don't think it's quite the same thing. That's not the same thing, right? Yes, thank you, Moose. That's a good way to say it, right? Because it's fiction, you can have a sense of control of a situation you don't IRL. Yes, exactly. So, like, even if the man is, like, if you judge it by just, like, what if this was happening in real life, you'd be like, oh, that is a little, like, he's pushing some boundaries, right? Like, this is, like, it's not, obviously, it's not, like, it's nothing, like, non-consensual, but it's, like, there are some, like, bold assumptions being made here, potentially. And it's, like, if you were to think about, like, if a guy did that in real life, you'd be like, okay, this is, like, we need to, like, call the cops on this guy. But, like, the exact point is that, yeah, they bake in the control over the situation with the fact that it's a fiction written by a woman, you know? So, it actually makes, like, that made a lot of sense to me. I was like, you know what? That actually makes perfect sense. Yeah, like, it's not weird anymore when I think about it. Like, I had a really hard time where, like, you know, in Apothecary Diaries, for example, because it's just the example de jour right now, I guess, right? Well, the example that I was using, anyway. I had a really hard time with the show at first, because I was like, I'm clearly supposed to like Jinchi, but I don't. You know, like, I'm supposed to like him, and I don't, and it just makes the show a little hard to stomach. And then I was like, you know what? After that got explained to me, I was like, the same dynamic written the same way by a man, would that change it? I imagine it wouldn't be, like, there would be a little bit more trepidation, possibly, right? I can't speak to, like, the modification, but to my understanding, yeah, like, part of it is the idea that it is, like, the fact that it's written by a woman, you can, like, have a little bit more trust that they, like, know what's up, like, what's actually bad and what's not, you know? Chris G plays Granblue, apparently, right? He plays Lil too. Never meet your heroes, man. Never meet your heroes. Someone correct me on this. What Brick is talking about is why women love MLM stuff. What is MLM? Multi-level marketing? What is MLM in this context, Nom?
Yeah, like you said, struggling to play tight, struggling to keep things solid.
It's kind of same when people say tsunderes are cute, but IRL, most of them wouldn't want to be beat up because they embarrass their partner. Maybe. Yaoi? No. This is not male loving male. No. I'm talking about, like, like male on female stuff, but like it's like the man is just a little. It's like the man is like pushier than you would be comfortable with in real life. You know what I mean? Marxism, Leninism, Maoism, obviously. Yeah, why are women so into Marxism, Leninism, and Maoism? They've had it too good for too long. What the fuck? You just got grabbed twice?
You thought you were out of the corner? Come back here. I'm not done with you.
Not at all. Not by a long shot.
I think it is a little different with the tsundere stuff because, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I would kind of fuck with a tsundere in real life as like a tsundere enjoyer in fiction. I feel like within I would kind of fuck with like having like an actual like girlfriend who behaved in that fat manner. I think would actually be pretty dope. Oh, I'm saying they did that. Women like MLM stuff, gets a safe space to explore stuff safely. Well, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. That might be true. That might be very true. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like women liking fiction that has like a man and a woman, but the man is like, you know, he's doing things that are just pushy enough to be hot without actually being rapey, because it's a safe space to explore that fantasy where you can't really often do that safely in real life because, etc., etc. Communist GF, I get you, brother. I mean, that, yeah, that too. But reading the new Yoko Taro book, and he talks about how one can only write characters as symbols and they don't know what it is to live like a person, which is why men tend to write women in certain ways and women do too with men. Yeah, yeah. Like, obviously, you can't, it's never the same to, like, write about something where you actually know the experience, right? What? Jinshi's one of the most vanilla shoujo josei male leads? I get that, but, like, there were still scenes where I was like, this is, like, weird. Like, why, you know? Scenes like, listen, without spoilers, right? The scenes with, like, the frog, the scenes with the honey, right? I thought they were, like, without the context being explained to me, I was like, this is, like, weirdly rapey. Like, genuinely. And then I was like, okay, well, no, it maybe, yes, but, like, because of the fact that it literally is, like, it can't be by definition, kind of, right? Would you really go with a Nier type of woman brick? Okay, two problems with this. First off, that's a child, right? So when I talk about the kind of person that I would want to date, it would not be Nier or anything. Like, we're not gonna. That's a child. So we're gonna move on from there. And secondly, right? Nier is not a tsundere. Nier is a wants to kill everyone, including herself. Dere. I don't know even what that is, but I don't know what your definition of whatever Nier is. It is not a tsundere, right? Nier is just incredibly mentally unwell. Nier needs therapy? Yeah, like Nier is... I don't... Yeah, that sentence made almost no sense. Right? Everything, like, almost every word in that sentence was wrong. Is this a psychopath? Not... Maybe? Nier? I don't know. Back in high school, I thought stalker or obsessed characters were hot until I got one IRL and suddenly it wasn't so fun. Man. That's crazy. Yeah, that makes sense. Nier is definitely yandere classic? Is she? Also, yandere and tsundere are different things. And again, also, this is a child. Well, like, I just have no interest in discussing what version of girlfriend she is. I think the type of person that could, in theory, be cool is Mari. Mari is more of, yeah, I guess Mari is more of that, like, maybe less murderous yandere. Would you date Death? Death is an abuser, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure whatever is going on with Nier and Death is a pretty abusive relationship. I don't know the lore though, but it certainly seems codependent in an unhealthy way at best. Mari is a yearner, I think. I fuck with yearning. Big fan of yearning. Iggy won a round in tournament. This makes me not feel as bad when I get knowledge checked. Iggy wins rounds in tournament relatively common. Death gives great hugs. Yeah, for sure.
This is your loser's side life on the line. We talked about pressure before. Can you lock
Owie.
in? You cannot be getting hit by that. Oh, when you're
what the? Dude, I love Catabot. When the fuck did the U.S. Army start sponsoring tourneys, by the way? I guess in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, Nevada.
This is the test.
Smasher pass Death? Pass, I think, if she'll allow me.
Spot dodges, blocks, but finally gets hit anyway. We're still alive, though.
It's a lot. Is the Iggy timer fucking longer than I remember?
Now what? You don't have any life to play with.
Magic pixel.
Oh no, man! Anti-air 6XL. Hey, shout out Chris G though. I can't get behind Tsundere's, man. I like partners with some level of emotional maturity. Yeah, I guess like the extreme version, probably definitely not, right? Well, I guess what I'm thinking of is someone who's dynamic. Like, someone where the dynamic is being mean to each other or something. That sounds like it could be fun. Like, in a playful way.
unfortunately, the
I guess that's not really a tsundere though. A tsundere is someone who just literally cannot like admit that they like you at all.
Scenario, and then ended up on Magic Pixel trying to fight back in with.
I can do banter, yeah. So I said near type is meant the personality, not near herself. I get it. Like I just say like there are other. If you want to say yandere, you can just say Vera.
That's how it goes.
Tsundere isn't mean, it's dismissive. I guess so. They do like a Toradora kind of tsundere. That's not the one where they have all the weird fucked up eyes, right? That's Clanad. I don't think I've watched Toradora or read Toradora. That's more teasing. I love teasing. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess that's not the same thing. I guess I'm just wrong. I just want someone I can cook on dates for again. It's been years. Bro's shooting his shot right now. What the hell? I'm a great cook. Amazing heads. Toradora is really good. I don't even like anime. I'm kind of based, honestly. Like, unfortunately, the older I get, the more I'm like kind of based. I like a lot of anime. Don't get me wrong, but it's an interesting medium. It's an interesting medium for sure. It was so funny, man. Listen, not to get back on this shit again. I think we've purged most of the it's just a drawing bros from like my community. I hope so. Anyway, they should not feel very comfortable here. But it was so I was on I can't remember. It was like a Reddit post or a Twitter. I can't remember. Whatever it was. Someone was like talking like they were just highlighting like this paragraph that Kishimoto wrote where he basically was mentioning that he felt uncomfortable sexualizing the children in Naruto, right? Like both the boys and the girls, and everyone was like glazing him for doing it, and I was like, yes, don't get me wrong, that's a good thing, right? Especially compared to like whatever the fuck the Boruto artist is doing with Sarada right now, right? It's a good thing, but like, it is crazy that we're like actually like the bar is so low that we are like, man, Kishimoto was so goated, he didn't sexualize any of his children, and it's just like what? Like. No, I agree. He shouldn't do that. But like, and unfortunately, you are right to be praising him because it is rare. Right? Like, unfortunately, you are right to be praising him because it is surprisingly rare. It is unfortunately very rare. Right? It's very rare. Such an easy bar to clear, and yet, yeah.
We are dealing with one of the trickiest approachers in the game. Yeah. So it's going to be.
Grimnir versus is that Slamunga, by the way? Is that what they look like? That's awesome, man. They got the beard and the long hair. For a second, I thought the part of their hair that's falling down their shoulders that I thought was just their beard being really long, but it's like when a mangaka you like gets arrested and you're just happy it's tax evasion. That was the Apothecary Diaries mangaka, right? She got arrested for tax evasion. And everyone was like, "Let's go!" I mean, you could tell though, right? She's relatively based, it seems.
I always look at that.
I did not consider that, but perhaps I should. That's really funny.
Now, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of tax evasion, but
that's usually what I do.
Conceptually, kuderes are neat. Are they just like introverts, right? Or am I misunderstanding the archetype? What's good, Brick? Hello, Scav. How are you?
Like melee players doing ledge dashes,
unlike the Rurouni Kenshin mangaka, yeah. I mean, it's different when it's like confirmed pedophilia. Yeah, it's a little different. Kuderes like the stoic types. I see. There are a lot of mangaka who I am like pretty sure are. I mean, I guess we'll for some of them it's too late. For some of them we might find out. Like there are a lot of mangaka who I'm pretty sure are not like literally pedophiles, but who still have made questionable choices with the sexualization of children, or at the very least incredibly young people in their manga, right? But all good. How about you? How's the event going? We have not talked about the tournament once, but that's kind of how it goes. Ice Dragon was in this shit. He didn't rage quit. That was cool. I wonder if he's rehabilitating his image, but. Trying to get into a lot of shonen lately for me because it's kind of stopped being into it after some of the stereotypes shows up. Yeah, Roshi old man. Yeah, like, listen, I love Dragon Ball, but like I have to, like, yeah. People will always say like, oh yeah, like back when Toriyama wrote Dragon Ball, the age of consent was 13 or something, and Bulma was 16. That might be true, right? Like I've heard, like, genuinely, but like, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. The age of consent is 18, right? I don't like the idea of sexualizing an 18-year-old, even as like a 27. Like I'm not 400 like Roshi is. You know what I mean? Call me too woke, right? But like as a 27-year-old, I would feel really weird sexualizing an 18-year-old. That's a baby, right? I would feel pretty weird sexualizing a 19-year-old.
Is incredibly
right? Now, if you're
attractive,
right, like if you're 19, right? If you're 19 and you're like, that's cool, I guess, but like. It's such a dog shit argument, even though in its own logic, because Roshi is not seen as cool for doing it in universe. I kind of disagree, right? I don't think I don't think I agree it's a dog shit argument, because, like, the fact that, like, if Roshi was praised for doing it, that's, like, even worse, right? The fact that it's played off as a joke is the problem, right? Like, it doesn't matter if he gets, like, jokingly, like, he gets punched or gets, like, shot at by launch for doing it or something. It is still playing off something that it really shouldn't be a joke as a joke, right? Like, listen, you will never catch anyone defending Dragon Ball harder than me, but, like, it's definitely not, like, a bad argument to say, like, it kind of sucks that Roshi is a pedophile, right? Like, or, oh, I'm sorry, like, it's that one stand-up bit where it's like, no, he's not a pedophile, he's an e-hebephile, but it's really hard to tell the difference without sounding like a pedophile, you know? Brick plus woke equals broke, so true, man. Even then, it was still a technicality. Everyone in Japan had their own rules, bumping that number way up. Yeah, like, but my point is, like, even if technically that's above the age of consent, it's like, I'm sorry, a what? This is it's actually it was a really good stand-up bit that I saw on TikTok. He's basically saying that, like, technically a pedophile is someone who is specifically attracted to Gianmarco Soresi. Yeah. He was like, a pedophile is someone who's attracted to people who are, I'm gonna butcher this delivery, I'm sorry, but I'm not as funny as he is. But, like, a pedophile is someone who's attracted to people who haven't hit puberty yet, right? So if you're attracted to people who haven't hit puberty, you're a pedophile. If you're attracted to people in early puberty, then you're a hebephile. And if you're attracted to people who are in late puberty but not, like, fully developed yet, then you're an e-hebephile. But it's really hard to explain the difference without sounding like a pedophile, is basically the idea, right? Which was, both, you know, it was funny when he said it, and also, it was just, I didn't realize there were different statements there, right? Oh, I see what you mean. To clarify, I'm saying the Redditors arguing it was different back in the day, don't even have a leg to stand on. Gotcha, Buttress, that makes much more sense. Yeah. Like, yeah, my point is, like, even in the most, I think it's still weird. I feel less weird about being attracted to someone who happens to be 18 or 19 explicitly going for someone in that age group. No, I agree. But, like, I think a lot of the times, if, like, it stems from probably, like, a lack of exposure to, like, those kinds of people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you, like, know some, like, 18-year-olds or something, it's going to be very hard to sexualize people of that age. You know what I mean? As you get older. I'm sure this is, like, a moving target, right? Like, I'm sure when I'm, like, 50, it's gonna feel really weird sexualizing, like, a 23-year-old, right? Like, obviously, the target starts to move a lot slower. Like, if you're, like, 36 and you're, like, that 28-year-old is hot, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Obviously, but it being within the law doesn't stop shit being whack. This is kind of my main point, yes. Like, if, like, you know, especially in the the late teens, early 20s, I think, is still just, like, they are absolutely, like, rapid developmental years. You know what I mean? So I think, like, it still feels, you know, it still definitely feels like a 20-year-old is not like, oh, like, they're 20, whatever, it's fine. Famously, the law is always just and correct forever. Yeah. Even using it as comedy as an endorsement, it's reasonably uncomfortable and not find it funny. People have different boundaries for things. Yeah. It's not, like, I don't think it's funny, right? Because, like, I think with stuff like that, one of the things that I really like is, like, with stuff like that, ask yourself, what's the joke, right? What if Roshi being, like, if Roshi, like, perving on these, like, I mean, at worst underage, at best, a little bit of a problematic age gap for sure. Women, if it's funny, what is the joke here? Is the joke that Roshi is just, like, a bad person? Like, I guess, right? I guess, but almost 40 and the idea of dating a 24-year-old just feels weird to me. We're just at different points in our lives. Yeah. Like, that probably reads, like, a lot closer to, like, a baby to you than it does to, like, a full-ass adult, right? They still got, like, 2 more people to be. Yep. I respect Shatter trying to bring attention back to the tournament. Okay, hold on. Let me read some Granblue related messages. Already learning more on how Versucha's meant to force progress on defensive opponents without trying to chip them to death. Wow, you know, I'm glad you're getting some value out of this. Leonardo DiCaprio only dating 24-year-olds is extremely weird and gross. Yep. It's entirely legal, right? So if you're going by, like, that's, like, way above the age of consent, right? Then sure, but, like, my point is, yeah, exactly. Even if it is, it's not. Good luck using chatters and just turning into the spin. Okay, we can stop talking about what do you guys want to talk about instead of pedophilia that's not actually pedophilia, but it's still pretty annoying? We can talk about, okay. Can someone explain to me, because I don't know if this is me, I'm just, like, not a Nintendo gamer, okay? What the fuck is Tomodachi Life? Is it, like, an Animal Crossing, like?
among
Is it a, like, what is the video? What, like, literally, I don't know what the game is. Like, what's the genre of, it's me Sims. Okay. Like, I didn't know what the game was. Like, I don't know the genre of it. It's The Sims?
I have a lot of echo.
Is this Tamagotchis again? Everyone wants Tamagotchis? I don't think it is, right?
I like that character a lot.
Because Tomodachi and Tamagotchi are different words. Tomodachi is friends, yeah? When are you going shirtless next? Probably next time I take a shower. No, I'm gonna be streaming when I do that, though.
He's gone.
More Sims than Animal Crossing. I see.
Oh.
Okay, as a guy who's never played a Sims game, what do people do in The Sims?
Worth it, Zane. We're about
Because this is like maybe a little bit more inexcusable to not know, but like I've never played a Sims game. I don't know what you do in The Sims. What kind of game is The Sims? Like what do you do? You play with dolls?
factor there. Because
Play gods? The only thing I know about The Sims is like putting a sim in like a bathroom and then deleting all the doors and having them like die of asphyxiation or something.
That's just
Real life simulator. Make some people watch them do shit laugh. Invite neighbors over parties, then starve them in inescapable hedge mages. Yeah, the only thing I know about is like, yeah, putting someone in a room and then deleting all the doors and watching them die. But
if he can get a clean 3-0 finish.
I think you just simulate. Thank you. That's very helpful. Tomodachi Life's about putting a bunch of characters you like and people you know under a microscope.
Like a money machine.
Sure.
Indeed. A money machine.
Having people and characters interact with each other. I guess fair enough. I guess it's just like a huge, it's just like the ultimate,
Might have something to say
like,
about that.
life sandbox, I suppose, right?
On the way out. Wow, we're clashing.
double clash. DBZ moment.
Like, you literally just play house. But, like, instead of house, it's city. Or something.
Anymore though.
Oh no.
Oh, baby! That was the tornado actually too fast for its own good there.
That was that's not.
Tomodachi Life, you can make a little Mari and make her marry a little Meg. Isn't that cool? Like, unironically, yeah. Like, I understand the appeal. If it's like, you can customize them like that.
Oh, just a little poke.
Make silly character Mies and put them on an island. Okay, hold on.
You get your crest.
We gotta be very careful talking about islands out of context now.
Win condition.
Only thing I know about The Sims is the breakdancing cat. What the fuck is the breakdancing cat from The Sims?
Over the corner. Watch that. That's gonna kill you.
Rasuja went through a fireball. I feel alive again. It's because the fireball's so fast, right? From Grim.
Saving the
The game has no filter. My friend told me it was like a Scribblenauts.
Game of
There was a Scribblenauts aspect to Tomodachi Life. Is this true? Can you Scribblenauts in that game?
to crest all the way through. That's what Grimnir is known for.
Is that game Scribblenautsable?
Is known for.
Yeah?
And sure enough,
Look up breakdancing cat meme. I promise you've seen it. Is it the ooh ee ah ooh ee ah ee? That's not. He's not breakdancing though. You can make the Mies say fuck. I can make an ogre cap and make her swear. Break. Sorry, we'll get back to the breakdancing cat meme. Sims? Oh, I have seen this. Wait, he's hitting that shit though. I have seen this, man. So this is what we're watching for the rest of the... We're watching all 10 hours of this, right? Hold. When you speed it up fast enough, I can't tell which direction he's spinning. Isn't that crazy?
amazing with that smile still on his face.
I actually can't tell which way he's spinning when you speed it up like that. Good to put on the background. Yeah, yeah.
Bracket. Not
The music makes me uncomfortable for some reason. Probably because it's on 4x speed, I would say. I don't think it's supposed to be on 4x speed.
done, and he's been here before. But we have a little bit.
Cat breaking it down is true.
We've got an ad break coming up. So
Wait, the Faust cat jam is so good, actually.
anywhere.
Brick, how is the ladder? Are you talking about are you talking about the first level? Are you talking about the first level spell in Pathfinder 2nd edition? Helpful steps? Helpful steps 2E? Are you talking about helpful steps? Because helpful steps is very good. This is one of the most underrated spells in the entire system, I think, right? You call forth a ladder or stair. So first off, 2 actions, 60 feet, 10-minute duration. You call forth a ladder or staircase to help you reach greater heights. It appears in a space you designate and either stands freely or connects to a nearby wall if possible. You decide the height of the ladder or staircase when casting the spell up to a maximum of 40 feet. The ladder or staircase is locked in place and magically supported, allowing you to ascend even if it's in an open area. The conjured ladder is simple in design and made of wood. The staircase is a spiral staircase made of wood. While both are supported and have no risk of falling, they can be damaged and destroyed as normal. The staircase is typically easier to ascend, though it's less discreet than a ladder and could possibly draw more attention. You can dismiss the spell. Right? This is so good, man. Because, like, one, first off, it's just bridge and a jar, right? But also, like, you can just make difficult terrain Like, you basically, like, oh, you have, like, a fucking ranger? You have a ranger in your party or something? You have someone with, like, a bow? You have a spellcaster? Just fucking put them up on the helpful steps, and now enemies have to either spend time destroying the ladder, so you've just, like, made them a shield, basically, right? Or, if it's low level, if you cast it at first level, like, the hardness of wood, hold up. Wood, 2E. No, I want the hardness of the material. I need the hardness of the wood material. Wood? Hardness? I need hardness. The rules for hardness appear here. No, man! Does anyone know where I can find the fucking hardness rules? Anyway, my point is, like, at level like 1 and 2, it's probably pretty hard for enemies. He's doing fucking research. It's probably pretty hard for enemies at level 1 or 2, to, like, break through the hardness of the wood, right? Fuck, where do you, steel hardness 2E. Material statistics. Oh, wood. Look at that. Hardness 5. HP 20. Right? Like, this is actually kind of, like, this is, like, if you're rolling, like, 1d6, or, you know, 1d8 plus 4, you know, average, even, like, average fighter, like, die roll in the early game, right? Hardness 5, man. That means that if you hit this and you roll, like, 3 on your d8s, you do 7 damage. You only did 2, man. You only did 2. You only did 2 fucking damage. You have to do that 5 more times to break the ladder.
I meant the bracket.
Oh. Oh. The tournament's pretty good. It's on an ad break right now. Right? Ice Dragon was in it. Right? Ice Dragon was in the tournament, and he completed his sets. He didn't rage quit, which was very cool. Chris G plays Granblue. There's a Resurgent on winner's side. Yeah, there's 2 Loanes in here too, which you might not be super happy to see, but go back. You're having fun. No, it's okay. I guess you guys don't want to talk about. It's whatever. He's talking about the bracket. I guess it's fine. My bad. My bad. I was just passionate about something. I guess that's all. I was being passionate. I guess it's fucking stupid. It was dumb. It's whatever. It's stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid. It was dumb. It was stupid. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's stupid. It's fine. I'm like reading fucking caffeine Pathfinder posting in the YouTube chat. I'm just trying, like, it is crazy. It is fucking crazy that a rank 2 shatter doesn't break the steps until you roll max damage. Isn't that fucking nuts? Like, what do you mean, man? It's a rank 1 spell. It's a rank 1 spell. You just, like, it's a rank 1 spell slot. You can have up to 4 of those, depending on what caster you are, and it just makes your ranged unit safe for the entirety of combat. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Like, either waste, like, fucking 3 actions, like 3 to 4 actions breaking this ladder, and that's if, by the way, that's if you want to say that at the broken threshold of 10, if you want to say that when it hits 10, the ladder is unusable anymore, but, like, if you can still stand on it when it's broken, but, like, maybe you have to jump off it now and you can't descend it properly, you have to take, like, some fall damage to get off of it, right? That is so crazy. This is such a good spell. It's such a good spell. D&D is not well balanced. Good thing this isn't D&D. This is Pathfinder 2nd edition, which actually is pretty well balanced. But this spell is so strong, and I feel like it's very underlooked, right? People do not. I mean, good Pathfinder players, they know about helpful steps, right? They know about helpful steps, but I feel like a lot of people don't. The steps have to be functional all the way up to not be destroyed up above. I feel like, can you make a floating platform? You can't make a floating platform. But my point is, like, maybe the broken threshold. It depends on what. There's probably rules for it, but I'm not sure what the broken threshold signifies for a ladder. Does it signify when the ladder is, like, scalable, or does it signify when the ladder is up at all? Because, like, a broken shield is, like, it's still, like, you can still raise it for an AC bonus, for example, but you can't shield block with it anymore, right? So it's still, like, it still is, like, in the same, it's not literally, like, shattered, right? It's just broken. Like, it's not fully functional anymore. So I can see it being a case where, like, if you break the ladder, they can still stand on it, but if they want to descend it now, they have to, like, jump 40 feet down and take, like, 20 damage, which is just, like, incapacitate a level 1 creature, right? But yeah. Rick, I have a hardness of 18 when I see you. That's really high, man. That's like adamantine. It's always the out-of-combat utility spell that messes with combat in ways you don't expect. And yeah, and don't forget the fact that it's an amazing out-of-combat utility spell. Like, it's just so good. It's bridge in a can. So I got my D&D group to try Pathfinder. We've only played D&D for like 5 years and one VTM campaign. VTM, what does that stand for? Oh, Vampire the Masquerade? Listen, Pathfinder is my favorite game of all time. Pathfinder is my favorite game of all time, so I would definitely recommend it. But where am I watching this? CEO Gaming has this VOD up on their Twitch. Holy fuck, bring back the Pathfinder again. This set is ass. Oh, yeah, you guys, I say past a ladder, Broken Threshold has a chance to, a ladder past BT has a chance to snap if you step on it. Maybe. I would think, but yeah, like, point being, that's a really good spell, okay? That's a really good spell. It's a really fucking good spell. This is true Jujutsu. This world's ADHD is quite advanced. But yeah, I would recommend Pathfinder above basically anything. I really love Pathfinder. Do not abbreviate Cyberpunk. Hank. Don't abbreviate Cyberpunk. Hank. I goofed. Yep. They never expected the second helpful steps. It's actually crazy, man. I only play Starfinder. It's fun that I get to talk in equal measure about Pathfinder. I don't play Starfinder. Can I let you in on a little secret? My Pathfinder campaign that I run, it's been going on for a couple of years now. The party is at level 9, right? Where there's been, it's lots of people who are very busy, so that's why if you're like 2 years to not even finish at 1 to 10, what the fuck is wrong with you? But like, listen, man, listen. It's probably going on for more than 2 years, honestly. It might be closer to 3. But point being, my Pathfinder campaign, they're at level 9. I'm pretty sure they're going to TPK this Friday. We're gonna do. We even like made the session in person because I think it's the last session of the campaign. It was the session before this was like 3 hours of deliberation where basically they had lost a fight, right? Because they, basically because of a nat 1 perception check, unfortunately, where they didn't realize they were gonna be fighting like 20 guys and not like 4 guys. 20 like low level enemies and they didn't have enough AoE, right? So they lost this fight, and I basically was like, I offered them like a penalty, basically. Like it was just like, this guy wants to take a bunch of your shit, right? And instead they were like, what if we just offered him a one-on-one duel and like winner takes all? And I was like, okay, but he's like kind of this guy's like a barbarian coded like psychopath. Like it's any knowers? It's Kerfell from the Abomination Vaults. It's the leader of the what's Erdefon, right? It's the Erdefon chieftain, right? So I was like, this guy's kind of a fucking psycho, though. Like, basically, we made it very clear that their options were take the penalty and live to fight another day, or try and do this duel. And they ended up trying to fake the duel as well. Like their idea was like they were going to get, they were damaged, right? They were like taken captive. They were like, heal up our fighter, let us pre-buff them, do the duel, and then if we win, we get to kill you, and if you win, you get to kill all of us, right? And I was like, are you sure about this? Because this is a boss that all 4 of them are supposed to fight. Like, he would be like a moderate encounter for a party of 4, right? So the fact that they wanted to fight at a 1v1, and they're like, well, no, what we're actually going to do is once he lets us pre-buff the fighter and heal, we're just going to cast like a 3-action AoE heal because we're fighting a bunch of undead. So it'll heal nice Raging Strike dodge, by the way, goddamn, but still dead. It'll damage everyone, and then we're all gonna jump them. And I was like, okay, but if you lose this fight, he has no reason to not basically like permanently disable you. And they were like, yep. And they spent like 2.5 hours. I hit the Omni-Man. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? They spent like 2.5 hours deliberating, and they were like, you know what? Right? Fuck it. Like they were like, this party has never taken the less risky option when I've given it to them. Not even give them this option, they came up with it. So they were like, fuck it. They eventually all decided to try their fake duel idea, and it looks like they're gonna lose. Maybe they could surprise me, but they made a stake. They may have made a stake. A stake? They may have made a stake. A stake? They may have made a stake. A stake? They may have made a stake. They made a mistake. I had to break out of the cycle. They made a mistake, and I think they're gonna TPK. Can we change the tab to something more interesting? The indie players finding the fucked up 3rd option every time. We can change the tab to something. You really don't want to watch the away mirror? We can talk about. Hold on. I think Demiplane usually has these stat blocks. I guess spoilers. Spoilers if you don't fucking right. Spoilers if you don't. If you're in the Abomination Vaults right now, don't look at the stat block, because your GM will be very mad at you, right? But like he has an attack where for 2 actions he makes 1 sword strike and 2 jaw strikes against 1 or 2 different creatures, and his multiple attack penalty doesn't increase. Like the only thing this guy does is like shit out damage basically. So he just kind of like took out the whole party on like turn 1 except for the fighter, and I don't know, 28 AC. I gotta play Pathfinder. It's level 9 too. It gets higher than that, man. It's that unbounded accuracy, right? You got motherfuckers with like 40 plus AC in the higher levels too. Look, he's got a plus 24 to hit. Isn't that awesome? But yeah, so he kind of just murdered 3 of them immediately. So I think we're going in person. They kind of already know as well. I think this is going to be like us finishing the fight and then me reading a little epilogue that I have planned for them of how everything sucks and they fail their quest, because it's kind of too late in the game for this, like, another party of adventurers comes in. Like, the big bad is in her final hour, right? She's already, you know, her plan is coming to fruition, and they have days to stop it. I'm currently playing, so my point is, maybe after we're done, we can try Starfinder, but more likely, because that was our first Pathfinder game, we probably will just do a second Pathfinder 2e game. I have an idea for a continuation of that campaign as an 11 to 20 if they want to do that, or we can just start a different 1 to 10 or even a completely different 11 to 20 or something as well, etc., etc. And we're back on this mirror. My money meant nothing. I don't know that. I mean, you really just want to sit on Kerfell forever? I mean, he's cool. No, I mean, doesn't he look kind of cool? He's, you know, it's cool art. I've not played the Owlcap Pathfinder games because they're 1E, which I'm not super interested in. You gotta be a forever DM. I was a player in another game. This group, I'm not sure if anyone wants to DM. I'm okay DMing though. DMing Pathfinder is actually fun, so that's why I like the system. I'm assuming Pathfinder's harm spell doesn't just reduce you to 1 HP with no save. No, Pathfinder's harm spell is inverted heal. In Pathfinder, heal damages undead and heals the living. Harm heals undead and damages the living. But it's not, like, it's like 1d8 scaling with every spell rank in damage, right? Breakdancing Cat? We could do Breakdancing Cat. Yeah, okay, fine. You know what? You want to watch a little bit of Breakdancing Cat instead of the Wayne Mirror? We can watch, like, we'll watch, like... Are they actually into role-playing as their character? Yeah. There's a character death that happened, which I think I explained on stream one time before. But there was a character death at one point, and like people were crying, man. It was great. It felt really good as a DM to have them be that engaged in it, you know. Did the bros make that Raging Strike setup safe? Yes, that is why we don't look at the screen when Luane's on it. Yep, that is correct. That is right. Yeah, yeah. This music DMCA-able real quick? Probably. But like the tournament live streams, there's always like some fuck-ass background music that I get hit with. These things never get monetized. I can maybe remove it in hindsight, but we already played the Gabagool Ice Dragon clip anyway, so. Sorry, Shadow? No, Versuda's not on screen, so he's chilling. Make this transparent and overlay it on the mirror? I don't think I'm good enough at OBS to do that, man. Hold on, how can we do this? I need like a window capture, right? I'm currently playing in a Starfinder 1E game, and last session, every enemy in the encounter was packing 3 slots of Feeble Mind and only targeting me as the caster. I was able to resist every one of them. Not Starfinder 2E, huh? Starfinder 1E, is Feeble Mind the same as it is in Pathfinder 2E? Second source filters. What do you mean? Second source filters. Like when I'm adding a... So I'm adding a scene. Add source. No. It'll be a window capture? It'll be a window capture, right? Add subway surface and temple run? Okay, the Luane mirror is done. I'm sorry. The Luane mirror is over. You have to actually look at the screen now. Trying to do the Gooner Gotcha rhythm game in 4X. Dancing Cat jump scare messed me up so bad. So true. Wait, what is the Gooner Gotcha rhythm game? What is that? Oh my god, are you desktop capturing right now? Yeah, I shouldn't be, probably. Yeah, I know. When I alt-tab, you can see my entire fucking computer. I know. I just try to make sure I don't have anything incriminating on there, I guess. Been doing it for 2 years. I'm a lazy guy. Don't forget the Family Guy funny clips if we're adding more. That's true. I'm stealing your identity in a couple of years. Just warning you now. Yeah, probably. Notepad app. Yeah, it's got my Uma Musume poll plan. See this? Check this out. Check this out. In order, right? 30k to Tamamo Cross Inari 1 Festival, 45k to Light Hello Agnes Tachyon with the free polls that should be 2 different sparks. Maybe get like a 3LB or even if I'm lucky, MLB Tachyon, right? Air Groove, dude, that Air Groove Christmas card is one of the most underrated late surger cards out there, I think. That's an Air Groove Wit late surger card. Oh my fucking god, man, it's so good. Like that, I think I could easily see myself running that over Nice Nature even, as time goes on. Because obviously then Ramonu, right? 400 pulls on Ramonu. Poke Speed, I think I can do this. I think with Goal Sheet Week and all the extra handouts, I said this is in danger. I think I'll have the money to do this. Grab Surging Beats, because Poke never gets a rerun, right? And then Pasame, this is as far as my pull plan goes right now. That's pretty good though, right? There's not really another Ogre banner that I care about, so Tamamo Cross and RE1, I was more than happy having that be kind of my only Uma banner that I'm pulling on. Should put D&D Intellect Devourers to throw in with Feeble Mind casters. Yep. I kid you not, I was in the middle of a Warframe boss fight in Steel Path. Brickstar talk about Pathfinder. I hyperfixated so much I lost. I mean, you're based. Just get Tamamo in 110 pull. I mean, I'm gonna use the tickets probably first, and then yeah. Still waiting for Nakayama Festa. Also got an RE1 on the banner, so it's never incorrect to pull. I haven't read the Sin Gray manga because I wanna be an anime only because it just looks cool. But I imagine I'm going to fuck with an RE1 pretty heavy. I already like her quite a bit from the little bit that she is in the end of season 2, but I'm packing Mind of 3, which has me ignored failed will saves twice per day, so it's not all bad. Okay. This Feeble Mind, do you answer? Oh, Feeble Mind is kind of like Disintegrate. You roll to hit and have to save or have a 1 in all mental stats forever. Ah, okay, because spoiler alert. If anyone in my Pathfinder party is watching, mute the stream and then look away temporarily. But Feeble Mind in 2nd edition is a little less mean than that, right? It's called Nevermind now, apparently, because of the remaster. But this is Bro Versuja. 1 second, man. It's got the incapacitation traits, which, if you're familiar, this means that any creature that is more than double the spell's level, so level 13 and up creatures, would treat their save as 1 degree of success higher. But the big bad of this boss, of this adventure, Belcora Harvo, has this spell, and she's fighting a bunch of level 10s, so they do not get this benefit. If you crit fail, you just boom, right? If you crit fail the save, the target's intellect is permanently reduced below that of an animal. It treats its charisma, intelligence, and wisdom as -5. I guess in some ways, that's worse than having to hit first and then save. If you don't get the incapacitation benefit, it's like, oh, you crit failed once, your character's gone. You're dead. This isn't even like a debuff. You can't, like, it's not, maybe you could do this with, like, Dispel Magic, but it's not an ongoing effect. Duration varies. I mean, maybe you could Dispel Magic this, I guess. I guess you could probably Dispel Magic it, right? But Saber Suck is always a fun time for the whole family. That's why Pathfinder has in-cap, right? Is it a curse? Is it? Yeah, it is. So, remove curse would work, and Dispel Magic would work too, because Dispel Magic works on everything. Those can be removed as a curse. I think can be removed by Dispel Magic too, right? Dispel Magic is really good. The effects of this curse can be removed. Oh! The effects of this curse can be removed only through effects that target curses. Oh, never mind. Okay, so Dispel Magic won't work. Yeah. You'd need remove curse in particular, right? Cleanse Affliction is what it's called now. Yeah. Cleanse Affliction at rank 4 or higher, which I hope you'll be able to cast at that point. Yeah, so that's Lobotomy spell is insane. That is a really rough one. Brick for Shatter, watch Susie. Okay. Fair enough, my bad. What if I just held the Versuja ransom? Adam, give me $2 right now, or I'll go back to talking about Pathfinder 2nd edition. I would never do that, probably. Owie. I need to walk rather than dash to run strike throw. That makes so much fucking sense, actually. Yep. If you got curse for that, could you even cast remove curse to remove it? No, you couldn't. But you would need someone else. Yeah, you're all of your stats. First off, right, when you critically fail this save, you become an NPC under the GM's control.
All right, game number 2.
Right.
Yeah, don't approach me.
You become an NPC under the GM's control, and you are basically like for all intents and purposes brain dead, right? I'm a streamer. What's the tea with the Ragequitter? That's actually fucking hilarious. Yeah. What's your favorite spell in Pathfinder? Ooh, that's a. In terms of like effect or in terms of like design? I already gave you €4. It's like a Tesco meal deal. That's fair. You become a Ryu player? Yep. So that would have been like, you know, design?
if you're gonna make a comeback, this is how they're born. You
Okay.
have a 100-meter, and I know you're not worried, you're not scared to
If at the intersection of both design and effect, I feel like Horizon it's probably a pretty basic answer, but I kind of love Horizon Thundersphere.
If you find that hit, you take that.
It's just
Likely, no matter
a
how
Kamehameha. And the fact you can cast it for 2 actions, 3 actions, or 6 actions feels so cool. Like, it's just like, it's so dope to cast it for 6 actions, right? Me and my player critically fails and I send them into Granblue ranked and nothing will change about their gameplay. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the heal spell is one of the Euros. Yep, you're certainly not European. That's true. My favorite spell in Starfinder 2e, only called Subjective Reality. I think it's worth a read. I like the heal spell. Is that boring to say? I feel like the heal spell makes use of that multi-action economy really well. Like, the fact you can cast heal in 2nd edition for 1 action, 2 action, or 3 action, and it's basically a different spell every time. And there's, like, pros and cons to each one. I think is a really, like, I wish more spells did that. You know what I mean? I wish more spells in Pathfinder 2nd edition were, like, multi-action spells. You know? I think that's a really good piece of, like, it makes every spell a lot more work to design, but I really like spells like that, where they're kind of multiple spells. Like, there's Pathfinder has a couple of those. Again, like, Horizon Thundersphere, Inner Radiance Torrent, Bone Shaker, right? But, like, yeah, that I really like that. What about the most meh spells? You're not really boring, not really cool, but when it's there, you're not thinking about it too much? Fireball, unironically. This might be blasphemy, but I think Fireball is a pretty boring spell because it has basically no restrictions at all. Like, the fact that they just... I don't know why they inherited the 500-foot range on Fireball from like, D&D. It's just a legacy thing, I guess. But, like, there's no... It's just a point-and-click damage spell. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty boring.
That whole situation is...
He disrespected my great British pound sterling. So true. My bad. Can I say, by the way, it's a kind of... Is it not sort of a huge aura loss that the UK has, like, a king now? Like, listen, don't get me wrong. Not that, like Queen Elizabeth was, you know, probably a monster just because she was a member of the monarchy. But, like, something about, like, the Queen of England just had, like, more... The Queen of England had, like, more aura to it than, like, the king... Like, the King of England? You know what, like... Your fucking money says, like, Regis instead of, like, Regina now or whatever the hell. Like, that's just... I don't know.
Very good awareness from Tux, but Slamunga finds the mash out. Still an advantage. Break counter.
King of Canada? Yeah, it's kind of lame. International Women's Day, too. That's what I'm saying, man. Would Fireball be your least? I think Fireball is one of the most boring spells in the system, yeah. Especially since it's Charles. I mean, they're all monsters, probably, but they definitely lost points there, yeah. Like, even if your system is patriarchal, it's, like, kind of cool that you're pretending it isn't by having a queen, you know? And, like, I can still kind of fuck, like, you know, that's points. And God knows the British monarchy needs as many points as it can get. Fireball's sauces gotta cast Lightning Bolt instead. See, that's what it is. Lightning Bolt is a worse spell than Fireball, right? Because lines are worse than bursts by and large. It can depend on party composition, but, like, generally, it's harder to AoE multiple people with a line than a burst and how Pathfinder combat normally works out, though it can be better in some ways. And it has an actual fucking range that you have to concern yourself with. And therefore, because Lightning Bolt is it's just way cooler. And also, I'm also an electricity guy. Like, I think, you know, if I had to pick, is it cooler to, like, summon a fireball explosion or, like, just pierce a bunch of people with a lightning bolt? The lightning bolt is cooler. Like, it is subjective, too, but it actually is, like, I don't know, it feels like there's the limitations. The design limitations make it a cooler spell. Lines are totally cooler than cones and explosions, though. Yep. It could be worse. It could be Andrew the Nonce. They're probably kind of... A lot of them are nonsense, probably, you know? But yeah, sure. Eldritch Blast not having any of these issues and also having ability in a range makes me so mad. Yeah, like, it's not... it's cool when a spell is just really strong. And Fireball's not as good in Pathfinder as it is in D&D, by the way, because of the fact that you can critically succeed and take no damage. You can, like... Once you have master reflex saves, success is an auto crit success. Like, a lot more people get evasion. It does less damage. It does 6d6 at 3rd rank instead of 8d6. So, like, it's already a lot more balanced. But yeah, it's just not as interesting. Right? It's not as interesting. The tradition of hitting yourself with Fireball, though, that's cool. Like, Fireball, like, if it doesn't hit any of your friends, and it's just like you and like 4 guys surrounding you, that's dope, right? In D&D, 5e, Fireball's range is set to 150. That's still like the DM has to make the field giant for that to matter.
looking to
It's
bring in
500 in
all that
Pathfinder.
is.
I think it's 500 in 3rd edition too, but
It's gonna move in
yeah, you know, like Andrew's confirmed. I do know that much, yeah.
Wow.
again, and for the second year in a row.
It's the run back.
Yo,
I like how Tux played the end of that.
absolutely.
You gambled when you needed to gamble.
But yeah, I think heal is my favorite. Anything over like 80 feet is prohibitive to most Battlefield setups anyway. I will say one thing that I do as a DM or a GM, I suppose, is I double the size of every Adventure Path battle map.
Gonna cause problems for you all the way over there.
I like go into Foundry. This is what's nice about Foundry as well. I go in and I just scale it to 2x. Because range just doesn't fucking matter in so many of these, like, it's very easy to construct it like that, right? But, like, range just doesn't fucking matter in so many of these circumstances, right? Because, like, it doesn't provide, like, a decent advantage to range characters, it feels like, especially the Abomination Vaults is very claustrophobic, if you know what I'm talking about, right? So, like, range characters feel like they don't get a real advantage. Fucking like movement speed, like monks, barbarians, characters that have really high movement speed don't feel like they really benefit either. So I take every battle map and double the size of it. I think it makes everything way better. Right? People can actually stand out of range of other people.
Like even the discussion we're having about how Zane can zone break you. So
Void of Expression can be cool. I like Fireball. I like Fireball, but it's boring. What's your most favorite basic enemy to use? I mean, this is the Pathfinder Glaze, right? But, like, the cool thing about Pathfinder is, like, even all of the basic enemies have, like, unique gimmicks, right? Like, even if you think about, like, a Goblin, right? Like, the least inspiring, like, just Goblin Warrior or something like that, right? Yeah, Goblin... Pouncy Goblin? Excuse me? That's a feat. I was like, what? Like, just a Goblin. Let's look at, like...
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah, Goblin Warrior, right? Creature -1, right? Like the fucking least interesting shit you could possibly imagine. They still have, like, a reaction that steps them out of your range, right? So when you step into range, when you move into the range, they can step out of your range to be annoying. So you have to, like, spend another action to get into range with them unless you have a reach weapon, right? And they have a ranged weapon and a melee weapon, right? Like, this is the least interesting fucking thing you could possibly imagine. And, like, you know, and they're trained in athletics, so they can try and trip you and stuff like that, right? They're trained in acrobatics, they can, like, roll through you. Like, Pathfinder's base system is just good, right? Like, even a Goblin has all these skill actions available to them. They can hide with stealth, they have a reaction. Like, it's just, you know.
That's crazy.
So kind of like all the basic enemies are pretty good, man. I love it. It's making me just miss my Lancer game. I need to play Lancer at some point, for sure.
So let's see.
I love big battle maps because I also love big spells. It'd feel bad to not be able to use Eclipse Burst because of friendly fire. Yeah. And you know what? It's like when you actually have huge battle maps like that, suddenly the difference between like Ray of Frost, right? Suddenly it's like, oh, why the fuck would I ever use Frostbite, right? Why would I ever use Frostbite over Electric Arc, right? Electric Arc, or what is this still called Electric Arc post remaster? I actually don't remember. Yeah, it is. Okay. Why would I ever? Electric Arc can hit 2 creatures. Frostbite only hits 1, then it's a Fortitude save, but it's got double the range, man. It's got double the fucking range. That actually matters when you double the size of your battle maps. Lancer's the best TTRPG, hands down. Interesting. It sounds like I would love me some Lancer. Pathfinder is a high bar to clear for me, but I could see Lancer doing it. I mean, it sounds really good. I love the Pathfinder Owlbear. It's true. It's true. I do love the Owlbear. Right? It's got, again, there's lots of, like, nice abilities on shit, right? One action, like, AoE Fear, right? One action AoE Fear, it can, like, fucking bite and, like, rip you in half once it grabs you. Right, it can move and attack twice at the same time. Again, it's trained in, like, based on it can use intimidation skills and athletic skills and acrobatic skills. Fucking motherfucker's got 21 AC. When he attacks you, you can follow up with a grab for free. Like, it's like, yeah, bear, but he's actually got a lot of stuff going on for him, right? He's got a lot of there's like 2 different fortitude saves or 2 different, you know, saving throws in this guy's kit. You think he was a fucking spellcaster. This bear is calling for 2 different saving throws in 2 different abilities. I have a Lancer build sitting in my backlog where you put a grenade on someone, charge up a pile bunker, and next turn I can pop the grenade, move an enemy towards me, then punch them 100 feet away, and probably kill them. The mech is called Breach Volleyball. That is so cool. I think, from what I've heard of Lancer, I think I would really like it, yeah. I think for now, unless I have, like, another group that I can play with at some point, I think I'm very Pathfinder pilled right now. Like, assuming that probably when my entire group TPKs this Friday, like, probably, hopefully they're all down to keep, you know, start another campaign, and there's probably gonna be more Pathfinder, I think, but... As my current party's shapeshift druid, I love all the random stuff they give beasts that I get to do. I think you should try Pathfinder, Flora. I think you'd like it. The owlbear's a WotC baby, but Pathfinder actually shows love to the stat block, not just the brand recognition. Yeah.
Oh dear heavens, you've died.
Oh dear heavens. Well, oh dear heavens.
Yeah, I mean,
that fucking snapped me. I'm back on the tournament. Hold up. Oh dear heavens. That was an attention grabber.
That is very much Zane showing an understanding of
this is grand finals?
Winners finals and the ability to
we have fun around here, right? All right, someone who was watching, was anyone watching the tournament? What's been going on? Someone explain. What's your favorite class? That's actually an impossible question. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Like, even, like, the really basic, like, even Fighter is, they made Fighter cool, man. Like, Oracles are dope, Thaumaturge is awesome, even Fighter is really cool. Like, all the new classes, like Necromancer, Commander, Guardian, Daredevil needs some work, but I love the idea of Daredevil at least, like the Slayer, like, I don't fucking know. All of them. All of them. They make Ranger cool, finally? Ranger's pretty cool. I think Ranger's pretty cool in Pathfinder. I like Ranger. Who's winner's side? Xanathan. A lot of Iggy? Okay.
On the back foot, you know you're up against one.
I'm so sad for D&D Ranger right now, so I've heard, yeah.
On planet Earth, yeah, full stop.
Do they stream esports on Netflix? Maybe sometimes. Maybe sometimes. If they were fucking based. Netflix if it was based. Fighter is cool in Pathfinder? Fighter is cool in Pathfinder, man. I think so anyway.
Not quite getting that job done, but
if anything, people's like most common complaint with Fighter is that they're like too good, which I don't think it's true actually. I think Fighter is very strong, but I don't think it's like a problem. You know what I mean? I think Fighter is just the easiest. Like Fighter is very strong with like a low skill floor. Or you know what I mean? Like it's very easy to just make Fighter work. The thing that makes them special is they're just more accurate than everyone else. So I think D&D 4 did a decent Ranger, not the animal companion version though. That was not good. Yeah, I like what Pathfinder does with the hunt prey. Though I will say there is one Ranger subclass now that feels a little like with the existence of the Slayer, I'm not the monster like the Mastermind. No, the Monster Hunter Ranger. The Monster Hunter Ranger subclass feels a little like Thaumaturge wasn't really doing the same thing, but flavor-wise, I feel like it was kind of stepping on its toes. And now Slayer is like almost doing the same thing, but just better. Like, even with, like, down to, like, the prep time before you go. That was the main thing you could have separated Thaumaturge and, like, Monster Hunter Ranger with, right? Is, like, Thaumaturge is, like, a spur-of-the-moment thing, and a Monster Hunter Ranger is, like, a prep time beforehand thing. Like, Slayer is, like, fully doing that, like, Geralt of Rivia thing now. Just better than the Monster Hunter, I think. So I think Monster Hunter Ranger probably needs a little bit of love, but the rest of the Ranger is very good, I think. The Zane guy is top 8 in a lot of fighting games. I think he's pretty good at fighting games. Sudden Charge is simple, but it adds so much aura to Fighter. I mean, I love the idea that fighters don't have a subclass because they just have, like, the most feats. Like, you can make, like, 8 different kinds of fighters through because all of their feats are based on fighting styles, right? Like, you can make, like, a two-handed fighter, you can make, like, a free-hand, dueling fighter, right? You can make a sword and board fighter, you can make, like, 2 different kinds of ranged fighters, like crossbow and, like, repeating, like reload 0 ranged fighter. You can make a two-handed weapon fighter, you can make a reach weapon fighter. And they all play pretty, like, differently, right? Like, because their feats are, especially, like, as you start leveling up, like, Fighter gets some very strong feats, right? Like, the ranged weapon fighter at level 10 just gets a fucking, like, I think it's, what is it? Stunning shot or something like that? Debilitating strike, something? Where, like, they shoot a guy, and they have, it's a 2-action attack, and, like, if they hit, the target is stunned 1. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so strong. Or I think it's like without a saving throw too, or some shit. Like it's insane. And like suddenly, bow fighter is gonna feel very different from anything else, right? The fighter that gets to hit someone, if they hit them, they just knock them down for free, is like pretty good. Range monk, yeah, but imagine if there wasn't a save on stunning strike. Am I like misremembering this? Like hold up.
to win.
I might be misremembering that. I feel like I remember looking at this feat and being like, what the fuck? Level 10 fighter feats are just insane, right? Because they don't have a subclass benefit, so like all their debilitating shot. Oh my god, you look at this shit. Okay, slowed and not stunned. But yeah, it's just 2 action attack. If it hits, they're slowed 1. They have 1 less action. What? No saving throw, no nothing. What are we talking about? It's because fighters don't have subclasses. So like their big feats are like that's their power progression, right? That shit is crazy. Like if you don't play Pathfinder, you might not realize, but like just like 2 actions to like hit someone, and if you do, they lose an action is insane, especially against boss monsters, right? Pitting this Grimnir character down is a pain. Yeah, especially when Zane's the one on him too. The like the two-handed or like the melee weapon fighters as well have like they have improved slam down, right, which is also like an equally ridiculous feat. It's really cool. What class is Grimnir go? Oh, someone asked about Artificer. Artificer is not in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Closest thing I guess would be, is it Inventor or Alchemist? Inventor needs a little bit of help. I think Inventor feels like they need a remaster and some help. I feel like they got the remaster. They didn't get too much change, if I remember correctly. Inventor is one of the only classes in Path. I haven't looked too deep into it, but like at a glance when I was looking at it, it didn't feel very impressive. But maybe I could be wrong. Me when I knock them prone and DM says they use a legendary resistance. Nice try, asshole. Those don't exist in Pathfinder. What class is Grimnir? What class is Grimnir? It's something magical, right? He's like... Grimnir's like a druid or something, right? Archer doesn't have an alchemist subclass. I think it's probably the least used one. Yeah, I feel like Grimnir is probably a druid. Now, that sounds weird, but like... Very strong like melee, or not, yeah, like very strong melee capability with like spells that can also like do some crazy shit, like bolster your ass. I see they did not bring Sacred Geometry to 2E, thank God. I know I think I've heard some horror stories about that, but no, they did not, no. He's God of War second half of it. What the fuck is that? What about like the fucking video games? He's casting Helpful Steps? No! Slabanga! You would think Versusia would have enough damage to get through the hardness of the ladder, man. What the fuck? Grimnir probably has Cloud Jump, such a cool skill feat. True. He could just be like a level 20 monastic weaponry monk, right? Hardness 5? That's what I'm saying, man. He could just be like a level 20 like monastic weaponry monk, because yeah, they can basically do the shit that Grimnir's doing. If you think about it, like Grimnir's like corner combos where he knocks you up and then he dashes up and hits you and then dashes up and hits you. You know what that's called? Check this out, by the way. I want to talk about like awesome feats in Pathfinder. I think this is called the God Breaker. No. What the fuck is it called? What the fuck is the level 20 monk feat? Earthbreaker? Okay, hold on. What is that level 20 monk feat that they gave them recently? It's Godbreaker. Look at this fucking shit. 3 actions. So that's your whole turn, by the way. In Pathfinder, you only have 3 actions, right? If you have a creature grabbed or restrained, you hurl them 20 feet into the air, and you jump behind them, and you make an unarmed strike. If it's successful, you like knock them up into the air and keep following them. You repeat this process up to 2 more times. Every time you punch them, they fly another 20 feet into the air. You just like, you throw them, punch, fly up, punch, right? If you miss the strikes, then you both fall, right? Both of you fall. But if all 3 of them are successful, you grab the creature and bring it crashing to the ground. This is like, Cell did this to Vegeta in the Cell Saga, right? This is the kind of shit that like Zarbon did to Vegeta on Namek. Like, it's like you throw them into the ground, punch them, follow them, punch them, follow them, punch them, follow them. Hidden Lotus! Like, how is this not the fucking greatest game ever made? Right? Like, yes, it's level 20. And yes, you could argue that maybe it's not the strongest thing, because if you miss any of the strikes, both of you fall. They'll still take damage, by the way. Like, say you miss one, right? Your first strike hits, your second strike hits, your third strike misses. You're both 60 feet in the air. Yeah, the grabbed condition ends, right? But you're both gonna take 30 feet of damage because you're falling from 60. So it's still gonna do 30 damage. And if taking fall damage, if you're a level 20 monk, you don't fucking take fall damage, probably, right? Like, you're probably a master in acrobatics, probably. or legendary in acrobatics even, right? If you're a level 20 monk, it's likely. If you're gonna take this feat, it's likely, right? So even if this doesn't go well, I punch him once, twice, and then miss, right? You take, you do like whatever fucking 8d12 or whatever or 8d8s or probably whatever your monk damage die is at this point, 4d8 times 2 probably, and then they take 30 damage from falling, and you take nothing. So like it's really it's strong and it's really cool too. They got Tien's Tri-Beam in here. Best I can do is Inner Radiance Torrent. Right? Best I can do is Inner Radiance Torrent. You can spend 6 full actions, 2 rounds charging this, and it just is like a fucking nuke. It starts at 8d4, I think. Yeah. At rank 2, it does 8d4, and it scales by another 8d4 every level. Right? So, like, at level 4, this is 16. At level 3, this is 16d4. At level 4, this is 24d4. It's crazy. They have big fuck-off sword beam, like the Vegito sword? Yeah. And never mind on the risk-reward. I mean, it is still, it's much better if the whole thing hits. But, like, it would be bad if your level 20 feats could just be useless sometimes, right? And if you don't have Catfall, what I'm talking about, if you don't know, is Catfall. Catfall. This is a level 1. This is what I love about Pathfinder, too, right? This level 1 skill feat, you might have this at the beginning of the game, right? But, like, it scales with you, so you feel like you're growing. Even the stuff you already took gets better, right? Like, when you first take this, you treat falls as 10 feet shorter. If you're an expert in acrobatics, you can do starting from level 3, it's 25 feet shorter. If you're a master, starting from level 7, it's 50 feet shorter. And if you're legendary, which you can do at level 15 at the earliest, then you just never take fall damage. Isn't that awesome? Like, this boring-ass level 1 skill feat eventually becomes you are immune to fall damage. Like, yeah, by the time you're level 15, people can fly permanently by and large, but it's still cool. This 24d4, I mean, you roll the d4 24 times. Yep, that's right. Inner Radiance Torrent is basically the game's equivalent of a Kamehameha. Final Explosion where? Is there like a big self-damage spell? I don't think so. There might be, but it might be a class-specific, like, focus spell. I can see that. Assuming Guardbreaker avoids the penalty on multiple attacks since they're all in one action? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Does it say? If it doesn't say, by default, it shouldn't. Make an unarmed strike and strike successfully. Complete this process 2 more times. The creature keeps the grabbed or restrained condition throughout the sequence. If you miss with any of the strikes, Godbreaker ends taking fall damage as normal for the total height of your jump. If all 3 strikes are successful, you know, it doesn't mention that you don't, which is interesting. Now, to be fair, right? To be fair, it isn't as big of a deal as it might sound because 1, they're grabbed, so it's they have -2 to their AC, and monks are agile because using your fists, right? So it's like, instead of your multiple attack penalty being like 0, -5, -10, with them being grabbed, it's basically, it's 0, 4, -4, -8 because it's agile, and it's actually 0, -2, like -6, because it's, what's it called, right? It's 0, -2, -6 because of the fact that they're grabbed. So it's not as bad, but it doesn't look like it ignores multiple attack penalty, which is interesting, right? How good are the multi-turn charge attacks? I don't think anything like that exists in 5e, and I love the idea. They're really good if you can be safe for 2 turns, right? Like, they are what you probably saw on a party level -3 or 4 guy. It would, like, instantly kill them, probably, yeah. But I think you could probably get away with even doing it on, like, a party level minus... Like, this is not a boss killer, for sure, right? But yeah, this is definitely something you'd use on like a equal or lower level creature, right? Equal or lower level, probably. Which is, I mean, that's okay. That's fine. Monk has things to do for higher level enemies anyway, so it's nice to just have like a brutalize someone who is not as strong as you type shit. And again, even if if you hit them with the first attack and it misses, you hit them, and they hit them with the second attack and it misses, and the third attack and it hits, which the third attack is likely to miss, right? Then you do 2 hits worth of damage. They were flat-footed for both of them, and then you drop them on the ground. They take like 60 feet worth of fall damage. All right, still very good. Anyway. The multi-turn charge attacks are very good if you can use them for multiple, if you're safe, right? Because if you think about it, right? Like, if we look at, like, Burning Hands, right? Burning Hands. It's called Breathe Fire now? Yeah, it's called Breathe Fire. 2d6 per level is roughly the, like, average damage that you expect for a spell in Pathfinder, right? If you look at, like, Horizon Thundersphere, right? At level 1, if you charge this for This is attack roll, to be fair. So attack rolls, 3d6 is probably about normal because attack rolls don't have that safety, right? But if you spend 2 turns charging this, then you get 3d6 and you get 2d6 in an AoE, right? 3d6 single target plus 2d6 AoE. This is way above curve for a rank 1 spell. And it heightens the same way, right? Like, this becomes like 5d6, this becomes 4d6 at rank 2. 9d6, 4d6 of that in AoE is way above curve for a level 2 spell, right? So, like, they are really good, but you have to spend 6 actions casting them, right? So it's very possible that someone just fucking murders you for the indignity of sitting there going, Ka me, right? You become a live wire for a bit? Yep. Like, this is something that, by the way, like, if I'm a DM, right, and you are fighting at all intelligent enemies, right, and the caster starts going, Ka me, like, they're gonna all try and kill you on that turn, right? So it is like, if you're fighting like animals, maybe not, right? But if you're fighting like at all intelligent enemies and you are sitting there just fucking charging up a nuke, they're gonna try and kill you before you get it off, right? So it is gonna, like, that is probably the balancing factor in there. It's what you say for your hero points for as well. Sucks to roll a 1 there. Very true. Very true. Right. Anyways, fun tournament, right? Hey, listen. Shout out. Oh wait, we can do the CM finals right now. Yeah. Shout out Ice Dragon, by the way. Didn't rage quit. Right? Yeah, you kind of do need Piccolo to distract them. Just 1 lousy minute. Kakarot, your minute. I've got it covered. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, why the fuck are you even here? Well, we can do CM finals real quick. Why not? And then we'll end it off on that. I mean, my win rate is like 65% or something, maybe 62%, because I had a really rough round 2 Sci game. I had a really rough round 2, game 2, or day 2. But like this, I am part of the problem. I hope this Christmas Ogre can get me platinum. But we'll see. Finals is always a crapshoot, right? You just feel like you're happy you're in there, and then you just go from there. Reska. Can we pick Pathfinder got G command grab into enhanced dash punch combo? It's got everything, man. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool, man. Alright, let's see. Ideally, I want 2 fronts and then a bunch of dominators. Is that 2 fronts? I saw 1 front. Oh, everyone's in great mood. I forgot. Oh, Hishi Amazon. Whoa, Hishi Amazon. There's a nice nature here? What in the world? Oh, there's only 1 front. This is the problem. If I get to the, like, it would suck to just miss my fucking ults, right? The reason I like 2 fronts is because if there's 2 fronts, then the lead pace is still gonna trigger U equals MA squared. If I'm the lead pace here, I might not. Now I can still hit my ult anyway, but it does add some risk to the equation, right? Okay, who else is here? So we have a Mayano Top Gun, who does not look like the scariest thing in the world. She has no stopping me though, so she could always just go nuts, right? Yeah, if this Mayano hits like a perfect no stopping me Radiant Star, she'll still like be crazy, right? She has a high roll potential here, right? Certainly. The Ogre, regular Ogre, I mean, solid stats for sure. Stamina is enough. Oh, with Gourmand, definitely, yeah. Firm Course Menace, lots of people running. This is maybe I should have run MTR, but I think I needed all the people I brought for skills. Again, we got some Gamba potential on the Radiant Star, sure, but not like necessarily, not like a super high, like, I would pick my Christmas Ogre over this most of the time, right? Now this Hishi Amazon, does she have enough stamina for this? Radiant Star, I guess? Radiant Star could help. See, Hishi Amazon's wit is really low. I mean, if she gets lucky, that it's fine, but there's a good chance she just doesn't pop a lot of the skills she needs to pop, right? Okay, interesting. There's some that's like a Gamba team, basically. Here there's a V Bourbon, not medium S, so it should be relatively easy to run down. Also, she's a lone front, so I feel like it's not the worst thing, right? She's not gonna have anyone to really like key off of. V Bourbon can beat Christmas Ogre, but she has a hard time doing it in kind of like the best of times. I don't think this V Bourbon is the scariest thing in the world, right? Another Christmas Ogre, which is generally what is actually worrying here, but 851 wit. U equals MA squared. What are your recoveries? Hydrates, corner recovery. So they have the correct set of recoveries, right? But like solid chance to just miss some shit, which I'm definitely banking on that. They just them just missing their ult. And Nice Nature is probably what? Yeah, subdued everyone. I don't think... I mean, this might actually... That Hishi Amazon might die to this, genuinely, right? I'm gonna go ahead and jinx you and say enemy Christmas Ogre is the only scary thing in the lobby. This whole team has Gambit potential, right? This Mayano could just hit Radiant Star, Nimble, and like no-stop me at the perfect time. This Ogre, not as much, but Radiant Star is still there, right? Her stats are better than the Maya. This Ogre is not as scary, right? And the Hishi Amazon is interesting, but really, like, I will go ahead and say this might age. Oh, I mean, I think anything is just right. Are these other humans you're playing against? Yeah, but not like in real time. This is asynchronous. I'm gonna go ahead and say my Christmas Ogre is definitely the favorites to win this, right? Like, by quite a lot, probably. Two things can go wrong. I'm the only one with, like, Groundwork and Shrewd Step on my Pace Chaser. There's a good chance that I end up in the front of the Pace pack, or I either go way too far ahead and get paced down and get mogged, one of the two. If I miss my ult, I will probably lose, right? But we'll see. If I miss my ult, I'll probably lose. Maybe not, genuinely, if we have a little bit, because nothing else is too scary, especially if the other Christmas Ogre misses her ult. We'll see, we'll see. I would say I'm definitely, like, the strong favorites to win this, but at the end of the day, in one race, finals, it's always a crapshoot, right? It's always a crapshoot. This is why also solo ace isn't as good, right? I'm running solo ace, double dom. If you had 3 different aces that were all as strong as that Ogre, then, you know, it'll be a lot easier to say, I'll probably just win. But with solo ace, yeah, it's like a 20% chance if she doesn't pop you equals MA squared that she misses her ult, but this could be the 1 in 5. Who knows, right? This could be the 1 in 5. All right, let's see. We're gonna watch the whole thing. Groundwork popped. That's good. No late start is good. Shrewd Step should pop soon. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and pace straightaways. I think we're gonna get paced down on this bourbon though, because pace straightaways. I think with that plus groundwork and everything, I might be a little too fast. Oh, okay. No. Maybe a little, but yeah, not anymore. That's good. I would love for this Christmas, either I want to have like a really good mid race and just run this bourbon down, or yeah, this exactly. I want to stay close to this Ogre, but just be in third. Corner recovery triggering is good. Ramp up. I mean, if we're gonna run her down, let's run her down. But I want to be like in a weird middle spot in case I miss my ult. Maya's doing Maya. If Maya wants to pass me, I'm actually okay with that too. We're running down the bourbon. That's as kind of expected, right? She's not. Murmur hits. If we hit our ult, Murmur is not going to matter. You can hit me with 2. I've said this Ogre can hit by 2 Murmurs and still have like 100% spurt rate. Hydrate. Oh, Maya, pass me. Maya. Yeah, keep going. Maya. Pass. Maya. Radiant Star. Pass me. Where's Hydrate? Where the fuck is Hydrate? Hydrate! It's not real. I missed my ult! I missed my fucking ult! Oh my god, man, I missed my fucking ult! I don't think I full spurt now. Do I full spurt? If I full spurt, I might still win, genuinely. But I don't know if I did. Am I gonna die at the end? Do we have the stamina to... I'm worried about stamina because I got hit by that Murmur. This Ogre is very purposefully understand. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh my god. You see what I mean when I tell you that I was the heavy favorite to win this? Ogre diff, frankly. You see what I missed my ult, and the other Ogre hits her ult, and we won, right? Like, it's just... This Ogre is the strongest horse I've ever made, for sure. By a length and a quarter. God, I missed my fucking ult? What do you mean, man? Winning with no unique is crazy. I ain't seen that yet. This Ogre is scary, man. You know, she's a real monster. She's like the actual Ashen Beast. 157. This is the fastest. Oh, I have not. Has anyone broken the 155 barrier? The fastest this Ogre has run is 156.1, right? But 157.5 with no ult is crazy. What the hell? I got an easy lobby though. I got a lucky lobby. That like if we had like a tougher lobby. A 157.5 being the winning run by a length and a quarter is like, you know. But yeah, I mean, we got lucky, but I mean, we got lucky in the lobby. We got really unlucky in the race, so I'm going to take it, right? Well done, streamer. Ironically, the first CM when X-Ogre was out, I had the same thing happen. Yeah. We got really unlucky in the race, but we got lucky enough on the lobby that it didn't matter. I'll take that. It's been a while since I platinumed something, I think. I think my last platinum was like 3 or 4 CMs ago. A tougher lobby, maybe you get your ultimates. That's true. Yeah. And when this Ogre pops ult, I like trust her against a lot of the game. Like when this Ogre pops ult, I only really trust a Saiyan Sky, a Christmas Ogre, both not to be very good, or a really well-built V-Bourbon. Are like kind of the only things that I could see beating this Christmas Ogre, right? Only one front CM is a rarity to be sure. I would rather have two. Two is the ideal number for Ogre, because if we had two right there, I wouldn't have missed my ult, probably, right? We take, though, 2,500 carats? Nice. Nice. Did I win with the scummiest meta tech ever? Yes. But also, go fuck yourself. This is CM12. Every single champions meeting from 1 to 11, I have run Ogre. Regular Ogre, Christmas Ogre. Ogre's been on every team forever. Yeah, yes, I'm going to now run her even when she's really broken, okay? Go fuck yourself. This is not some kind of bandwagoning. We'll take that, though. That's awesome. I love me my 2,500. Shouldn't I show up here? Where are my rewards? They go to the account immediately? Argue 2 fronts plus Ogre might be more meta than double dom. Yeah, I mean, I guess in meta in the sense of it's the most common thing, but yeah, not the best thing necessarily. I think 2 fronts plus Christmas Ogre is probably better because, yeah, like your Ogre is going to be weaker, but having 3 aces is way better, right? I just didn't want to build any fronts. If I think a top tier is in Verboten, yeah, like, kill yourself, etc. 64% win rate overall. I mean, for solo ace, it's crazy, right? 96% top 3, right? It was that I had a lot of round 2, day 2 days where she just missed her ult like that. It's an 80% chance, but it just happened a lot, right? This win rate was closer to 70 something, like 71% going into round 2, day 2. Like I got like a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 2 or something like that, and it really torpedoed it. But yeah, not bad, man, not bad. Next one is more balanced. The Derby is a good race, right? The Derby is not Christmas Ogre Mogs the entire game. Christmas Ogre is still very strong there, but she's a lot worse, right? She can actually miss her ultimate reasonably because she can only, like, she doesn't have like a double activator like she did here, where U equals MA squared and 777s are both activators. She doesn't get as much speed carryover. Yeah. I'm less annoyed she's good and more annoyed she's easy to build. Why did my 4-run Ogre get a 55% win rate? Me too, man. Me too. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many ace runs I did for Christmas Ogre. Now, in my defense, I think I'm pretty good at blazing a new track, okay? I think I'm pretty good at blazing a new track. I think I'm actually quite good at the scenario for how long it's been out, but this was also a lucky run, certainly. But, like, you know, she is it's not that hard to get one that, the hard thing is just to, like, you have to know how to skill prune to make sure that you hit your truth step, right? I spent a bunch of, like, I guess it is a little bit of cheating, because, like, I say, oh, it's only 4 runs, but, like, all of these Tachyon runs were parent runs for this Ogre, right? To give her the best chance of hitting that groundwork that she could. Anyways. Granblue looking kind of different, etc., etc. Easy platinum, whatever, I mean, can't even, like, brag about it because it was Christmas Ogre, apparently, but excited for Derby. I've been told it's not actually meta, but I got to run Red Maru Ace. I mean, I don't know what is, like, the best thing to do, but she should be good, right? Redshift is really good on that track, so I like, her ult is gonna be a very strong acceleration at the very least. It's not like gonna be like a joke, right? But yeah, fellas, I think that's gonna do it for me. I hope someone watched that tournament. It was cool from what I saw, but I was kind of, you know, this was one of the, like, I know whenever we watch tournaments, it's always like tangent maxing, but like this was some of the tangent maxing I've ever tangent maxed personally. I remember watching you try to get Christmas Ogre for a while. Yeah. That's my daughter, man. If she was the worst horse, if she was a Meyer Vega tier, no offense to the adult video enjoyers, right? But if she was a Meyer Vega tier, I'm still pulling her. I'm still running her in every CM, right? Maybe if Christmas Ogre was terrible, I might run base Ogre more, but like an Ogre is on my team every time regardless. Tamamo is not quite at that level, right? Tamamo's not quite at that level, but like Tama, if I don't have to stretch it too thin, Tama's gonna be on my team every time as well, right? Like she's gonna be on my team for the Derby for sure. It's gonna be Ogre, Tamamo, and probably Dober would be my guess. Running triple late surger to maximize guts and dueling and stuff. But next thing about the menstrual cycle, I'll be sure to tell my women friends about it. Yeah, because they don't know, right? They don't know. The silly tangents are fun. I'm glad. I have fun with it. The tournament just becomes like a jiggle, like jingle for anyone who's like not, you know, like get eyes glaze over when the talking happens. But regardless, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. You timed me out for calling her Ogre clapped. I'm gonna do it again. I'll see you. I mean, the stream's over, so it's fine, Faf. But I'm gonna. You know what? I'll see you in 24. No, not 24 hours. I'll see you in 30 minutes, which is the stream's gonna be over anyway. But it's like for the love of the game. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for some horse. Is the idea there? Hopefully. Unless I don't think work is going to skull fuck me, but Wednesdays are always interesting, right? So if work does not skull fuck me, I'll see you tomorrow for some horse. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, man. Go, apparently, man, go get some fucking estrogen. Because it lets you come multiple times. Isn't that fucking amazing? insane.